Same here, and probably people today.
Well, this is 2 nights in a row. I got another surprise. Hey, we're not working tomorrow, so here I am out here playing radio.
It's supposed to rain tomorrow too?
Yeah, I think so, but the crusher is down. That's the excuse that we were given, so no crusher, no working.
All right, good evening, guys.
Dan, is that you?
My God, look at the head on that one.
Ah, there's the thunder from down under.
Hey guys, good evening. N6MUD just fired up the live stream there, and good evening, Brian. Man, it's been a while since I talked to you on 40. Sounding good out there. Strong signal. Everyone's sounding pretty good. I know the band's kind of long, but to me, everyone's sounding strong out there this evening.
Good to hear you, Craig. I'm on the 138 XLR with the dynamite turned all the way up.
Yeah, copy that. 148 Cobra back in the day, 10, 11 meter day, huh?
Sorry, I'm on the gold. What is it? The golden? Not the golden eagle. I screwed that up. Dennis isn't going to live you that or let you live that down.
Silver eagle or golden
All right, check
eagle?
out n6mud.com for chat.
Yeah, the Silver Eagle was the popular
Pop
one.
it
You had
out.
the Golden Eagle, man. You were superior
Bring it over.
all around.
Like that, so we can
Yeah.
monitor chat
Where's my spray paint?
while we're streaming here.
But when did you get back, Craig?
I got back a few weeks ago, about a month ago. On July 11th, we got back, and then I immediately got sick for a couple weeks. So, but anyway, definitely a big transition coming back. You know, the weather and everything else, crowds and traffic, and all the other stuff that we have to deal with over here on a day-to-day basis. But anyway, I think I told you, Brian. I think I had a conversation with you. I don't know, a while ago, but we found a couple areas that we're interested in moving to. So now we just have to actually figure out how we're gonna do it, how long it's gonna take until we can pull the trigger, all that stuff. But we're definitely doing it. It's just a matter of when.
No kidding. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if you were looking at any houses. Heck, we'll have to talk to you on 20 meters once you move.
Hey, click there. N6MUD. Could you do me a favor? I had the wrong keyboard up, and I pasted AdTech information into the chat. I can't figure out how to delete my my post. So, hey, feature enhancement request, being able for a user to remove what they're saying. And if I could make one more enhancement request, and this one may be a stretch, add a toggle or add the ability to reverse the chat, where the newest comment is at the very top. So you're not scrolling down in that case. You're literally going from top to bottom rather than bottom to top. I really believe that might be a little easier to follow.
Okay, well, first of all, I just deleted it. I can delete stuff. You guys can tell admins have the ability to do stuff. I deleted that message there, Smitty. As far as not broadcasting your IP address, who was that? I believe that's Steve. I can do that too, but I got to log out as admin, so I'm not gonna do that right now. If you don't want your IP address broadcasted, then I can log out of administration. But for right now, I'm logged in as admin. I don't know, Smitty. I mean, how does Slack work, man? Everything on Slack you get is bottom down, right? That's kind of how I made this. Most of it, isn't it all bottom down usually, or not?
That's a really good point. I mean, YouTube is bottom down as well. So maybe I'm just an idiot. You know what though? If you are vibe coding and you think about it, if you do offer the ability to do it, I actually probably would do it from top to bottom. I don't know why, but I don't know. But at any rate,
I'm
it doesn't
saying,
matter.
Do something different. You know, we like to have cocktails on here, so bottoms up.
There you go.
All right, but real quick, Steve, I'll log out from administration here, so you won't see the IP addresses. I don't know if your IP address is that sacred because it's your public IP address, so any site can get it. But if you're afraid about your IP address being shown, then I'm a little concerned about how you've got your security and your computer set up, because that's public information.
Where is, not that I'm trying to hunt down Steven's IP here, but I don't see the IPs being displayed. Shut up there, Jeff. I got you on the SDR.
Yeah, look at my screen, Smitty. Look at the stream. Since I'm logged in as administrator, I have the ability to click on I have the ability to click on an IP address and added some features to blacklist them so they can no longer post. So that's what that's there for. But I'll log out there, Steve, and that way your IP address will be hidden if it's really a concern for you.
See, you know what? He's just a good guy, ladies and gentlemen. He is a good guy. That is N6MUD. Doing God's work tonight.
And we got some major noise here I got to take care of.
Oh, I've got it too, and it's on Utah too.
And here I thought, just for a brief moment, that they were talking about me.
I hear myself on the stream tonight. What am I doing wrong here? Okay. I got to be smarter than the computer.
Okay,
oh, I like that.
BJ Phoenix.
That sounds really nice. And hey, Chris.
Yeah, good evening, guys. What's going on?
Well, the fact that you're 20 over, that's a good thing that's going on.
Well, my amplifier's working tonight, that ghost amp. Love it.
Oh, yeah, is that the one that you put quarters into?
Yes, sir.
You
Makes
sounded
the
good,
bed
man.
vibrate, too.
Oh, hello.
So I've been told.
I uploaded 2 photos of the storm clouds over here before it rained.
Is it looking threatening tonight there in Phoenix?
Those look like major thunder cells.
Mercifully, so it's round 2's coming, so we'll see what happens.
All right, Steve, IP address is hitting. Those are major thunder cells there, Chris. Man, those are gnarly clouds.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of wind, a lot of rain. That storm has passed. There's another one on its way, though.
I guess monsoon season is no joke.
Well, Phoenix had 80-mile-an-hour winds a couple of days ago, so yeah, no, it's not fun here.
Well,
What's the weather doing up in Oregon there, Brian? Is it still really, really warm, or is it cooling down up there for you?
No, it's cooling down. It's cooling down, Jeff. It was holding in the 90s there for a while, and then we got all the smoke, and that was a nice little garnish to our salad. And that's gone now, and the temperatures have gone down. Just gorgeous. It was lower 70s today, and just beautiful.
Oh, that's
Chris,
fantastic.
I'm looking at your
And hopefully that holds true up into Seattle, too, because next Friday I'll be up there.
Yeah, well, the winds have changed directions, so all that smoke's going to somebody else, so you should be okay.
Yeah, Denver, Colorado. I was there this weekend, and they had a whole bunch of smoke, man. I felt like I was in California.
Pretty smoky, huh?
It was pretty. The Rockies, let's just say that, I was at elevation and I couldn't see downtown Denver from Boulder, which you should be able to. And this is WB1G Whiskey Bravo 1 Golf Sacra Tomatoes.
So it's kind of like their football season. It's not very clear.
GAQ Portland.
Never been a Denver fan. K5 BLS.
What am I doing here? I am trying to get back to the N6 mud website here so I can see that picture. Yeah, that looks really ominous, Chris. Is that your tower?
Yeah, it's my tower. I've got 2 UHF repeaters here at the house on it.
Nice. It's like a lightning rod.
Yes, of course.
What's the ground situation on that thing? I'm genuinely curious, especially being in Arizona in the monsoon season and stuff like that.
Well, the antenna is grounded in 3 locations. It's grounded with 3 grounding rods that are buried under the concrete in the ground, and they're all tied together in one common location.
Well, you know, whether it hits the house, whether it hits the tower, yeah, the effects are still the same, but as long as you keep from blowing everything up, that should be the key, right? And it sounds like you took the proper steps to mitigate it, or you can't avoid it, but to at least try to work with it.
Well, I imagine if we do get a lightning strike, a direct one, things in this house are going to fry, so there's no ifs, ands, buts about it.
I was in a home, of all things, in Denver, believe it or not, that got struck by a lightning bolt. And there were sparks, which were amazing, kind of like raining down from the top of the house. And every light that was on popped. It was back in the incandescent days. So incandescent bulbs. This is like the 90s. But just pop, scared the hell out of us.
Well, we took a lightning strike, not directly at this house, but the transformer at the neighbor's house behind me back in '96, and it destroyed a lot of stuff here too, so.
Yeah, you don't, it's not for the faint of heart having a structure get struck by lightning. There's a guy in my ham radio club, his name's Brian, by the way, not Brian up north, but Brian here, and he actually was struck by lightning, and it blows my mind. He's, I don't know how severe his injuries were. I never really wanted to ask him. I'm worried that it's like, like taboo or something.
Is that the guy that was there at the camp out?
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, I forgot you've met Brian. I'm pretty sure you've met him face to face. Yeah, that dude's been hit by lightning.
Wow.
And lived to tell about it.
I've been too close, but thankfully never close enough.
I have been too close as well, to the point that I turned around and drove home. I was an RF engineer up in Chico, and it was a horrible storm, mostly rain and wind, but I had to head out to the transmitter site because the transfer switch didn't switch, and generator wasn't firing up, and station's off the air, right? Lost dollars. So I headed up the hill, and it was above Lake Orville, if you're familiar with that area in California. But went up there above the lake, and I was on one of these windy roads, and for just milliseconds, all the hair on my arms, all the hair on my arms, stood up all at once, and I had this weird sensation and slammed next to the car. Maybe I'm gonna go 5 to 10 yards, so it was close enough to feel it. But didn't hit the car, and, had the wipers going full time, just sheets of water landing on the front, and I was like, yeah, screw that, I'm going home.
I was at a Boy Scout camp in Arizona, laying in a tent, looking out the front door, we had it open, to where we could watch the rain that was pouring down, and the tree that was maybe 15 yards in front of us exploded. That was an interesting one. That was too close for me.
So you had a waterbed?
No, thankfully, but boy, I tell you what, it was scary as hell.
Yes, indeed.
I love it.
I mean, I know where you were going with it, but that no.
Come on down.
Well, Jeff, I don't know if I've given you a...
with the scouts. This was years ago as an adult leader, and there were two of us adults, and there were four. These guys were they were Eagle Scouts. They were 4 Eagle Scouts, and so we decided. So there's 6 of us, and it's kind of funny. The guy that I went with, the other adult leader. The first thing he always did when we were camping out is he would always get out of his car and look for the high ground. And he would set up his tent on the highest ground. And all 4 of the Eagle Scouts, so this is what he did. He got out of the car and he found the high ground, set up his tent, and all the Eagle Scouts set up their tent at the bottom of the hill. And man, it rained that night, so you can imagine what kind of night that was.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. I was a scout leader or an assistant cub master when my son was in scouts, and boy oh boy, I got to tell you, that was a lot of work.
Yeah, honestly, Smitty, I don't miss those Camp Alaskas. I don't know if you ever went out on those, but I did not miss that at all. The last one I was on, it was I think it was 5 degrees that night.
All right, I got to turn the fan on. I'm sorry if there's a little fan noise here. I got to turn a little fan on. I'm kind of burning up here in the shack.
So, Smitty, how's it?
Said Fred.
I was going to say, Smitty, so I know you're away from the mic, but so far, has anyone complained in the house of your legal limit activities bringing down the internet like they used to?
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is not full, and which is great, man. Yeah, peaking at 1.5. So I'm giving it driving with about 18 watts. God, these Luxes are so efficient. And out about an output here of 1.5 on the LP100A. But yeah, no complaints. 20 milliseconds. Up speed looks fine. Down speed looks, for what I pay for, it looks excellent. So, Craig, I'm tickled, man. Maybe that's why the shack's warmer tonight, right? I got extra 1,000 watt. Well, maybe not that much, but extra 500 watts or so going in, and that maybe that's warming things up.
Oh yeah, well, good deal, man. I'm happy that now that you can run legal limit when needed. So good deal. I actually hear you a lot better. I mean, I could hear you at 500, right? But an extra 500 or kilowatt is always nice to have the option there to crank it up when you need to.
Yeah, absolutely, especially when the band's not quite in. Sorry, Jeff. My bad. Go, brother.
Yeah, I was just saying sorry I doubled with you for the first bit of that.
Talking to me, Jeff?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was just telling Smitty, it's always good to have the option to go legal limit when you need to. So now we can do that without upsetting the house. That's great.
Without crashing the internet.
Yeah, and what I was saying is I'm glad that I hooked the monitor sensor up after the amplifier, because if I were to go by the display there on the RF2K, it's showing that I'm only doing peaks of 840, but yet I'm consistently doing peaks of 1,000. So that's definitely not very accurate.
Yeah, one of the shortcomings of the RF2KS is sampling rate's not fast enough to get an accurate peak power out. So yeah, it's always good to have 2 meters anyway. One on the amp, external one. So right now you can see here, I'll move this away. Right now my RF2KS says peaks of 1171, but look at my RF2KS output here on the LP100A, 1326. So this is 1216. So it's about 150 watts difference there. So it's always good to have an extra meter to true things up.
Craig, how do you like that LP 100? I was thinking about getting the 700. Do you like that overall?
Yeah, 100.
I was just going to say, I know Craig's answer, but because I own one. But go ahead, Craig.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So, Brian, the 500 or whatever, the 700, they've got way better displays, LCD screens, and all that stuff. The 100A though, it's probably the most accurate one out of them all. But another benefit if running Thetis, if you look at my stream, if you go to the stream, I'm streaming live right now on YouTube. You can see this LP100A bridge, and it allows you to actually get information from your LP100A and put it as a meter in Thetis. So you'll see I've got a meter here, a built-in meter in Thetis that tells me my power output. And that number there, the 1373, is coming directly from the 100A. You cannot do that with any of the other meters, as far as I know. The 100A right now is the only one that does that. But if you want a big, fancy, real nice LCD display, on a meter, then sure, you can spend more money. But the 100A is a good meter.
Man, I just looked it up. Boy, the price on that's gone up considerably. I want
What are these?
$659 for it now.
Oh, I doubled with you. I was going to ask you how much.
I just looked it up here at HRO, and they want $659.95 for it now. That seems to be considerably higher than the last time I looked.
I would say so. That's insanely high.
I got mine for $450, brand new, about 2 years ago.
Got mine for $500 about a year ago.
Yeah, it's less.
I don't even remember what I paid for my 100.
Currently out of stock and delivery will be delayed. But for a guy like me, I don't want to know. I think my meters are inaccurate in my favor, so I'm happier that way.
Monitor sensor route, the way Jeff went there in his Carson shack, that's it's not as nice as the LP100A, and it's not going to let you put your power going up out the coax, but it will get the job done. And I had it for a while. I only have one station. Jeff needed one, so he ended up buying it from me. But it's handy.
Yeah, I like this little thing a lot. And it's real easy to hook up, doesn't draw a lot of power, and it's quite accurate.
I used to run it off my ICOM, just off the DC, like 3 amp DC output off the DIN connector. I just pulled power there, so I'd turn the ICOM on and turn it off, and the monitor sensor would come on and off.
Yeah, I don't remember how much I paid for my 100. I got it used. Still need to send that one to Damon for his calibration.
Yeah, if you buy them new, they are NIST traceable, so they are actually very, very accurate, calibrated by the NIST standard. So, but I don't know, man. Like you say, Jeff, right? Good enough for government work, right?
Yeah, but it's also nice to have another meter here to tune up the balance line tuner. It just makes it a lot faster. The cross needles that are on here are they're more arbitrary. It's nostalgic. There you go.
It tickles the nostalgia itch. Hey Jeff, I'm sorry. Hey Craig, when we have a minute and when I'm 20 over to you, I'd love to record some audio for the club. Specifically, I want to I know I'm looking right now, I'm 10 over. Okay, I want to see if I get to 20 tonight. But if I do in any chance, let me know, because I'd love to record on the stream me talking at 3K directly to the club, and then open it up to 6, and then playing it after my presentation.
Okay, well, that transmission, if you look, you went from 5 over to 20 over, so it's sporadic. But yeah, I'll let you know, Smitty, when you start building.
Yeah, Roger. I will do that. And until that moment, I will be operating like this. WB1G.
Jesus, man, what torture.
I know, the narrows. I mean, once you've gone for the full 6, it's really hard to go back.
I was just about ready to pull this on you, Smitty.
Oh, so you're one of them.
N6MUD Friday, and yes, Steve, we got that 10 kilohertz wide digital carrier signal right now at 7.2. Nobody knows what it is. Some people are thinking that it's some type of a military digital signal, but yeah, happening all up and down the West Coast right now. Happens every night for at least 30 minutes, guys, and then it just kind of goes away.
It's always right at 8 p.m. Pacific.
KB7 would be China.
K5 BLS Carson City.
Whiskey, Bravo 1 Germany. You like the emphasis on whiskey?
And good evening, Godzilla Bill, K4IBC. Thanks for joining us, man. Hey, jump over to the chat on n6mud.com. It's more easier to see your messages there.
Nice spot. Set up an antenna and just hang out for the day.
Ryan, try again, my man.
Fluffle.
And Ryan,
I'm sorry. Did I double with somebody? I'm sorry.
it was like a double or triple. It was a hot mess. But give it another try, Ryan. I didn't hear any of that.
I was saying one of these days we're gonna have to meet up there in the mountains. Maybe somewhere around Stampede or maybe a little closer to your side, whatever ends up being in the middle. Anyway, maybe I'll invite Jeff and he can jump in the truck and we'll meet up in the mountains. We'll set up an antenna and spend the day on the radio in the nature. That's what you got out of that? I'm in the wrong group.
You said meet up with you guys in the woods, and I don't know why, but my mind went to went to that. Hey, we're Facebook friends. You can see that I have a wife and two beautiful children, so don't start being all judgy, all right there, Fernley?
Hey, I'm not judging you. I mean, I got rid of the wife problem a long time ago, but I've also got two beautiful kids and an amazing granddaughter.
I forgot, your grandpa. Jeez. And looking at you, you don't look like a grandpa, so you're too young, man. But I guess, life happens. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was 20 when my son was born, so, I turned 21 by then. But anyhow, yeah. You know what? Mistakes were made, but I wouldn't give up any of it just to keep them around.
It's funny. I got a buddy of mine who his wife and him are kind of having some trouble, and she threatened divorce, and now they're in counseling, and one dozen and other reasons and all that. And she once said to him, "I wish I never had kids with you." And I'm like, that is probably the most horrible thing that you can possibly say, because if you had kids with somebody else, or if you had kids, Ryan, at like 25, you're not going to get the same kid. So there's no one in this world, if you really think about it, you can't say that.
Yeah, see, in that situation, me being me, I'd have looked her right square in the eyes and said, you know what, then? I tell you what, you go and live your life and enjoy, and me and the kids will be just fine.
Yeah, and unfortunately, my buddy who is in this situation is anti-divorce, and he's kind of doesn't mind being a whipping boy, and it's too bad. You've all met a guy like that can't stand up on his own 2 feet without a woman, and is just kind of scared to go face to face and really take a shot at the problem.
Yeah, that's really a shame. I mean, me and my ex, we were pretty amicable when we divorced, but we tried. I tried a lot harder than she did, but went through the steps, went through the process. I really didn't want to get divorced, but at some point, you have to look at the situation and just realize that it's time to cut bait and move on.
All right, let's pick this topic up. We're going down the too serious route for 8 on a Wednesday night. Oops, sorry about that. Let go of the push to talk there. WB Winchie.
I bet
I
you
agree.
Brian's
You're
sitting
like,
there going,
10 over 9
I'm
though,
afraid
coming
to
up on the
transmit on
screens
this one.
I noticed that Jeff had no comment. when
Yeah,
I said we
yeah,
could
what did I
pick
do?
up and go with us to the mountains. Did he kind of slide away from the desk and pretend like he didn't know me?
Another kerfuffle, by the way, there. I'm not sure who was... Well, I know Ryan was talking there about going into the woods. Jeff, he said you didn't comment on meeting up in the woods and doing like a boys' camp out.
I didn't hear anything you just said. Or before.
right,
No,
all right.
not a camp out. Just a day trip. I don't camp. I'm an Eagle Scout. I've done all the camping I'm going to do.
You look like a camper, though, Ryan. Looking at your picture here on Facebook, you look like you should be out, like, chopping down a tree so we can have firewood.
Well, I'm probably the size of a bear, so, but, yeah, no. I've done all that. I enjoyed the hell out of it, but, yeah, no. I like my nice, comfortable bed.
And Jeff's kind of that way as well, but I was able to get him to join me on the club's overnight camp out. But, all right, man, a day trip would be fine. We could do that, too. I'm totally game.
Yeah, but you know what that taught me, Smitty, is that I should buy one of those expensive mats, and that thing really is quite comfortable.
Oh, yeah, that was that camp map, that camp mat that you were using. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not so bad if you were comfy.
Well, no, I bought it because of that and how uncomfortable I was.
Oh, that's right. That was the mat I used when I crashed at your place.
No, I've got one that rolls up the size of a sleeping bag, but when you unroll it, it actually puffs up. It's got memory foam in it, and not only is it air-filled, but it also has the memory foam, and it's really comfortable.
I got to send you this picture. Matter of fact, I'm going to post it in the chat, so I'll just make better use of the chat. Yeah, I'm still a member of the SPE amplifier group. And today's post is funny. I'm like, holy cow, if it's not loud enough. When you see the photo in chat, you'll know what I mean.
All right, now I got to bring it up.
Yeah, here's somebody way off of this.
To share as well, but it's not probably appropriate for chat.
Yeah, there's a built-in filter on chat. We call it the Ryan filter, or the Fernley filter. There we go. That's going to ring. The Fernley filter. And, yeah, that will automatically disregard photos like that. So, you know, Craig was ahead of the game. He designed some good in-place systems.
And yeah, guys, we hear some chitter chatter out on the East Coast there, but I don't think they can hear us. It's all East Coast 40-meter stuff.
They hear us with the super loops, you know, the Smitty loops and the loops. So I wouldn't be surprised if they hear us whispering out there.
I've been hearing them for a while.
They're like, you guys are too wide.
There, I sent the inappropriate text into the Smitty and Jeff group text that I created the other day.
I've got more secret squirrel going on here than a whole tree full of squirrels.
Yeah, the only problem with back channels is when you get them confused and then you post in the wrong back channel and you're like, oh man, I can't take that back now, can I?
Holy
That's definitely
fans.
true.
Holy crap there, Smitty. That's quite a set of fans there.
Yeah, having one, like my comment says, it's a fine amp. But you guys remember when I would work it out, you could hear it really clear. And right now I'm at 45C, and matter of fact, my fan doesn't even need to be on max right now. In fact, my fan is max right now, and you guys don't hear it.
Well, okay, so seeing that, now we know where OnlyFans came from, because that's all I see there.
Hey, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, Smitty heard you could make extra money with OnlyFans, but completely wrong idea.
Yeah, no. No one wants to see that, man. I mean, I'm flattered that you think so, but no.
But now I see why your power bill's so high.
Well, it's because he hasn't figured out AC/DC yet.
Yeah, I gotta figure that situation out, because PG&E can suck my...
So my dad calls me, this is the second summer he's been up here, but he calls me the other day, we're talking, he says, man, I thought somebody was pranking me on the power bill. He says, I just got the July bill, figure, that's probably the hottest that it's been up here, blah, 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 blah. It was only $175. And I was like, yeah, that's probably about right. It was pretty warm this summer. And he goes, no, I was so used to paying my $650 to $700, Vegas power bills.
Oh yeah, Nevada Power. You guys have it pretty ferocious too, right?
Well, no, not up here. Down in Vegas, you do, just because it's so damn hot. But no, he was only $175 for July, and it was a pretty warm July.
Oh man, I miss the days of $175 power bill. I'll never see that again. I'll never see $475 again. Well, during the summer.
I have zero power bill.
I hate you.
Solar for the win.
I generate 12 kW kilowatt hours of power a day, every hour or so.
Yeah, but your solar panels tried to kill you.
Yeah, those are the new ones I got. I got 40 more in the trailer, still stacked, waiting to go.
But
they attacked him, I swear to God.
Solar panels?
The solar on my house cost me $30,000 out of pocket.
And how long is the ROI on that?
It's already paid off. It's all done.
Yeah, my ROI is 4 years on mine.
I'm not paying a $500, $600 a month bill here.
How is the technology? I haven't looked into it in a long time. But I know at one point in time they were, trying to sell it to you. You'd buy your panels and you'd have your monthly bill, and it was less than what your power bill was. And in 10 years, you'd be, on your way to your investment would be complete. You'd have free power. But at the same time, in that 10 years, you might be looking at having to replace panels because they were no longer as efficient. Is that still the case?
Well, they'll lose efficiency after 20 years or so, but you're going to lose minimal. You'll probably never see it.
Yeah, Ryan.
The house here is 6 years now, and had an 8-cent power bill in 8 years, or 6 years, excuse me.
So, Ryan, it used to be getting solar used to be a lot simpler, right? Because you just get microinverters and you push the power back into the grid, and you get 1-for-1 credit, and it was a pretty cheap. Very, very short ROI. These days, with the way they change everything around, they don't give you 1-for-1 credit. You get for, every 1 watt you get in, you get maybe 1/10 of a watt credit. So now these days, in order to do solar, you got to get batteries, and that's where it gets expensive. So yeah, if I was to do solar these days, my ROI would go from 4 years to probably 8 years because of the fact that you got to get the batteries, and it costs a lot more money than it used to.
So they buy my electric at 13 cents a kilowatt back from me. When they stop buying my electric back from me, I'll go to batteries then.
Yeah, you should be grandfathered in for 20 years, Chris, but after that, you're kind of screwed. You get reset.
I just realized that my comment about that amp can be a "that's what she said." Not the first part of it, the second part. But when you work it out, it gets loud. I can hear this photo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh.
Yeah, roger that. There, Steve. Server rack mount batteries are pretty good. They're easy to move around, and they're not too expensive.
Do the Mercury amps have a REST API? I wish they did. No, I don't think they do. They've got a a USB interface, and they've got a nice little application that talks to the amp, and I'm using it to display a real nice display on my screen with Thetis. But no, unfortunately, I don't think they do have an API. I don't think they have an IP.
I think they got something, Smitty, because Zeus SDR has a plugin you can bring the data into their software. So they have some type of way of doing it.
Oh, okay. I gotta check that out. I was so excited. I'm not sure if this. How sad is that? Does this have an Ethernet port on it? Anybody got a Lux and can tell me, so I don't have to look behind it? I'll just look on the internet. But if it does have an Ethernet port, I never connected it.
Don't be shy in here, Brian. Jump in.
No, I'm just listening to all the good audio.
Yeah, everybody's come way up. Jeff and Smitty, you guys are both almost 20 over now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now we don't need the SDR.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, I probably can abandon the SDR as well, because you guys are definitely sounding good local.
Yeah, you're 15 over now, Smitty.
And streaming YouTube. I have the SDR running, and my son is gaming, and there are no errors being accumulated on the cable modem. God bless America.
That's a great feeling.
It really is.
So did we decide that it was frequency dependent? Is that what it ended up being?
Negative, Ghost Rider. What it ended up being is I took another look at what I had there, and I don't have the side panels off very often, or the minimum point of entry panels on the side of my house. And coming out of that, I used to have DirecTV, one of those giant dishes, and I had the old style where all 4 coaxes came down all the way down the house and then into this box, and then the previous owner had ran a bunch of coax for extra jacks and rooms. This was all before they could put it on one cable, right? And so when I had the dish taken down, my RF cleansiness wasn't there, and we never pulled the wires down. So attached to the cable modem coax is basically 4 or 5, 6 additional coaxes that all go up and that are unterminated at the top. So what I did, I can't get up that high yet to cut and bring all that cable down, which is the right thing to do. But what I did instead is I went into the minimum point of entry. I took the bundles of coax, and probably 4 coax each, and I wrapped it around a toroid like 3 or 4 times, each bundle of coax. So every coax run that's in there is wrapped in groups of 4 around a toroid, about 4 turns or so. And then at the end of the coax, I made sure they were all terminated. I plugged in couplers, little 75 ohm couplers, and then a 75 ohm resistor at the top. So one of those caps to short it, to short it. That's right. And so that's what I did. And voila, Bob's your uncle.
Oh, so you got rid of all the extra antennas.
Pretty much. Yeah, I actually forgot one thing, and I think this might have also been a culprit, and it actually probably has been a culprit of RF in general being in the house. I had one coax that went from that same panel, so where all the coax was, that runs into my small garage, and it goes into a DirecTV power supply. And when I had upgraded with them, I had to put that in to power their switch, or their I think they call it a swim unit, that it was DC powered, but it was powered through the coax. So that coax run, while it's not connected to anything in the IMPO, it went into the garage. It was still connected into the power supply, and I'm embarrassed to say this, power supply was off, but it was plugged in. So it's quite possible that, RF was finding its way that way, through the shorted coax, into the power supply, and, into the electrical system of the house. So what was the exact fix? I don't know. Could have been one of those things. Could have been all those things. But I RF fortified here, and yeah, Jeff, to your point, or to what you said, it does feel good.
Yeah, dude, I can't explain to you the feeling of accomplishment and, winning, right? Ultimately, it's winning. When I fired up the DX10 and I cranked the amp up and there was absolutely nothing, and I was standing right there watching everything, operating it on a iPad through the Wi-Fi. So I killed two birds with one stone, technically. I checked the Wi-Fi as well as the feed to the DX10, and there was nothing on either of them. And there's no other interference in the house at all. So getting rid of that super long run from the switch all the way into the radio room was definitely the ticket.
It's funny, you make these little incremental changes, right? And at first they appear to do nothing. And you got to ask yourself, too, I've done a lot of work with the street side coming in and, wrapping toroids on cables coming from the street. And you guys know I've worked my way back and spent weeks on this. So is it one thing or is it the culmination of all? I think it's probably a culmination of all to some point, but it still wasn't enough, and whatever I did today was enough. And I've even pushed the amp earlier to 1.6. And by the way, it did fantastic. But I pushed it to 1.6. It had no problem making that. And no distortion, and internet was speedy.
I'm really surprised, though, that you don't have, what do they call it, bilateral speeds, that you've got such a slow upload speed.
Well, it's technically 10 megabits per second, if I'm being totally fair there. I have it set up where it won't take a burst because my son will, that's what she said, my son will game, and I run an internet radio station, he games, I'm a ham, right? I got a lot of traffic going up, so I traffic shape the up speed. So when I see 5 or 6 megabits per second up, it's probably closer to 10. I just have it where it won't give it all. It won't give all the beans to one particular port. So yeah, that does suck. But it sounds like DOCSIS 3, which is the future standard that some cable providers are putting in. From what I understand, it is synchronous gigabit both ways. And I think that's where it starts. I think it even goes higher. And if they accomplish that gigabit on both directions, synchronous, I mean, it's not fiber, yes, but I'm getting 23 milliseconds. So if I'm going to get, 1 gig up and 1 gig down in 20 milliseconds, I don't care if it's on coax.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, hell, even at my house in Fallon, I'm getting 600 up and 600 down. I thought, well, why am I not hosting my website myself?
Yeah, right. Hello.
Yeah, Starlink next generation. Terabit access from space, man. Can't wait. Terabit access to your house, Smitty. No wires, all through the satellite.
When you think about it, Craig, I'm happy that they're making strides on more bandwidth on Starlink, because that only encourages these ISPs out here to get their act together and stay relevant, because coax ain't relevant anymore.
Can you port forward on Starlink?
You can do some trickery on Starlink, Chris. If you want to have a VPN, Tailscale will allow you to actually do it, and then you can actually port forward on Starlink. But officially, you're not supposed to, but there's workarounds.
I was just about to say, I think I would still need a fixed IP address of some sort.
You can use a reverse proxy.
Yeah, just use Tailscale. It gives you an IP address, public IP address there, Jeff, that you can give out to everyone.
Okay, well, it's more for the all-star linking than anything else. Or remoting the DX10.
Gents, I am called out on a promise that I promised earlier. It is the first day of school for my son, who is a senior, and we talked about after dinner tonight going out to get some froyo. And he came and he's like, "Hey, you still want to do froyo?" I'm like, "Oh, it's first day of school surprise."
I knew it was ice cream.
Not surprise, but a first day of school activity. So I'm sure you guys will still be out here. We're not going to be gone too long. So hopefully you're still out here, probably half an hour, 20 minutes. So I'll catch you later. Idaho, sorry I missed you tonight. By the way, how do I sound up there? This is 1.5 kilowatts.
Oh, it sounds nice. Yep, you're about 25, sometimes 30 over. I did something daring today. There's a new build to that 16, so I was like, what the hell? Put it on a different install path, and it did not eat up the other database, so we're testing that out yet again, and damn, I missed this waterfall.
Oh yeah, and by the way, Smitty, you're 20 over. If you want to do that recording before you leave, we can do it.
Oh yeah, you mind? Let's do it. Hold on here. This isn't going to make sense to anybody listening right now, but stand by real quick, and let's in case things change and I end up coming back and you guys are off the air. All right, 3, 2, 1. Hello, Sierra Foothills. 3, 2, 1. Hello, Sierra Foothills Amateur Radio Club. This is Smitty WB1G, and I'm going to show you what ESSB is all about. Right now, what you are hearing is 3 kilohertz with pure signal, the block of cheese that I talked about in the presentation, all right? Now I'm going to go ahead and bring that all the way out to full fidelity. Now you're hearing 6 kilohertz of audio. So even though your radio at home may not hear the full 6, for folks that are rag chewing like this is what we sound like. WB1G, ESSB, out.
All right, Smitty, I got that. I'll email that to you.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to get it off the stream. I was going to get off the stream,
letting this
but
ice cream thing slide because your son's involved.
Yes. And Craig, thanks for actually recording it. I was just going to grab it off the replay of the stream, but if you captured it locally, even better. Thanks, brother. All right, guys, see you in just a bit. WB1G 73 for now.
Enjoy, Smitty.
Oh, I will.
All right, Smitty.
When he comes back, I'm going to ask him if he brought enough for everybody.
I was just getting ready to say, didn't even offer.
I've had my ice cream fill for the day.
I'm replacing my ice cream with alcohol. I can just see Brian now. He's like, I don't even know how to talk to these guys.
I'm trying to see if I fuzz out here with the pure signal. I'm going to stick around for a bit.
Well, you were pushing almost 20 over when you first came in, but you're still 15.
Let's see, hello, test, about 450 average. I'm going to crank it 1 more watt on the drive power and see where that gets me. Okay, 5 watts in, that's about 480. Let's go 1 more. And there's 6. I saw a fuzz out there as it was correcting, but it tailored up real quick. That's 550. 560. There's 560.
10 over. Good signal, James.
Heck, almost 20 over into Fernley.
Yeah, last night, man, you were 40 over practically, and then you went to nothing.
Yeah, you'll get that. So, I hear you're having the same problems that I was having with arc fault breakers. I hope, knock on wood, I think I figured out what was causing mine, and so far so good. But I'm not going to say I have it solved yet, because you know how that'll just jinx the whole thing.
Well, you have to tell me, what was it?
Well, it seemed like when I was getting it is when I was tuning the amp up using a tone, and then I've got a tube amp, so I'm loading it up and whatnot and peaking it out, and I think that's where it was killing it. So I started just tuning the amp on much lower power, and then just it's close enough at that point, so no need to fine tune once it was cranked all the way up. And it so far, again, knock on wood, seems to be what was killing me was the tone on the tune up.
Very interesting. Is your gear set up, everything wall powered?
Yes, everything's wall powered. But here's the kicker: I was blowing popping the breaker on a circuit that's not anything to do with the radio. It's not even on the same circuit at all.
Well, yeah, it's probably a different dilemma than what I was dealing with. I have a theory that mine was tripping because up until 3 days ago, I was running through the wall like you are, and I think my specific E10 type deal was just not liking the power draw for whatever reason on single sideband. AM, it would not trip. At single sideband, it trips every time, but ever since I went to battery power, it has not tripped.
That's odd, seeing so I would think, and I could be very wrong, wouldn't AM be more of a draw because it's more of a constant duty cycle with the carrier than single sideband would be?
The answer is yes, it would be, but I think the way those AFCIs are built, the way they detect the current arcing, I guess single sideband emulates that close enough on some of the peaks and valleys. So with it removed off that circuit altogether, I have the whole shack now minus the Thetis PC that I'm on right now. Everything is now battery, so no more shutting off. I'm looking at my air purifier. That's my canary that the circuit goes out, but it has remained on so far.
No, okay, very good. Yep, so far, as long as I don't tune up, I haven't tried on 20 meters or anything else yet, but I figure I talk mostly on 40, so if I'm limited to a band, it's at least the one where my friends are. So anyway, well, good, glad to hear that your problem seems to be solved, and hopefully mine is too.
Amen, amen. Yeah, it's quite nice when you don't have problems.
K5 BLS.
N7 RMK.
US 7K, and I just saw a blowout there, so that's strike one. If I get 3 strikes, I'm going back to the other Thetis.
Yeah, that was a pretty big one, too. That was all the way from like 130 up to 190.
It's lightning. It was lightning.
So was that one, I take it, then?
Let's try it with pure signal off. Am I still dirty?
To try it again, what I'm noticing is when you first transmit.
Yeah, as am I. But it looks clean here with it off. Surprisingly, it's like minus 55 on the suppression.
Yeah, it looks clean, but when you first key up, it's wide.
Very interesting. Well, I'm going to go back to 50.
Hey, James, what did this latest version fix? A bunch of bugs?
Oh, hell if I know. I don't speak Russian.
Oh, interesting.
Be right back, though. I just got to find the shortcut link.
Okay, that time I didn't see it.
So, I noticed there's not nearly as much F radio bashing when I'm on. That's because it sounds good and it's not doing that bubble thing that you guys are talking about, I hope.
Yeah, we've reserved that for one person.
And plus, your audio sounds the best I've ever heard of a Flex. So good job, Brian.
Don't blame me. That was all Jeff's doing. He got it all set up, and I haven't touched anything since.
So, Steve, Ryan's got a Flex. I think it's a 6400, and he's using Ether SDR. So, I don't know, Ryan, there's a guy that's listening to us on the stream. His name's Steve, and he is actually collaborating with Ether to try and basically make their audio better and stuff. So I think he made some code changes. He raised the PR. They're probably going to merge his changes, and they'll be part of the next release of Ether. So there's still a lot of people out there contributing to that project.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, to check that out. The only thing that I see that seems to be maybe not an issue, but everything I've got is turned up as much as it can be without blowing out. And I'm hovering right around negative 15 to negative 12. I can't get it to peak at the 0. Unless I really, really, really get on it, it still doesn't. So that might be the only thing. It just doesn't seem to drive the radio. But I think my Flex has an issue. It only does about 60 watts on the peak. So it's probably just an F radio problem.
Yeah, I still think that you need an outboard microphone preamp too, and run that into the Focusrite or whatever it is that you're using.
Well, I thought wasn't that what the Focusrite is? It's the preamp, right? Or am I completely wrong on that?
No, not really. I mean, it can be used as such, but it's not really designed to do that. It's more just a digital audio interface.
Oh, okay. So preamp into the DAC and then see what it does. Okay, well, we can try that. Because I know if I turn that up anymore, it's right on the edge. If I turn it up anymore, it just turns red on the Scarlett. So, but anyhow, I mean, it sounds good. It just could be better, I think. Maybe get a little bit more out of it, but for what I've got running over here, I'm pretty happy with it. It's come a long, long way in a very short time.
Yeah, I think a little bit of pre-EQ and some compression to the audio, and then boosting the microphone so that way you don't have to be right on top of it. I mean, I'm about 2 or 3 inches away here, but I've also got a pop filter in front of my 27.
Oh, yeah, see, no filter. So if I pop my P's, I actually have to force myself to do that.
Yeah, so Steve's saying
to bring pizza pronto, and I'm right on top of it.
So Steve's in chat. Steve's saying that he thinks he hears the flex bubbles on you, Ryan. I don't hear the flex bubbles, but he says that he fixed a bug on Ether a while ago where stereo samples could get out of sync, and it was kind of a result in comb filtering or something. So I don't think that's what the flex bubbles are. So Steve, if you want to hear flex bubbles, you kind of, so far as we know, you got to be transmitting wide and maybe with some external gear, but you got to be using the Flex's native software, and then you can hear it prominently. There's various people that you can hear it on. So, but I don't hear it on Ryan's signal this evening. So whatever you're hearing on him, it's something else.
Great. Now I'm going to have a complex and wonder what's being heard.
I can't hear anything. Jeff, can you hear anything?
No, but I was going to say, until you wake up sweating in the middle of the night, then you're not having any problems.
Well, I haven't woke up sweating in the middle of the night with the radio yet, so anyway.
That's where I would be telling you, don't sweat it. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the further development of Ether, because I might actually think about getting one of the F-bombs back, just because then I can run everything on the tablet. It's all inclusive, and I have, I guess it's about equal reliability as far as the remote connection goes, at least as long as Flex servers and their lookup server continues to work properly. That's a big explanation point there. Because with the DX10, I go direct to my IP. I don't have to look at their server for them to tell me where the radio is located. But anyhow, just for the fact that it goes out wider than 4K, and I can hear wider than 4K. So that would be nice to have that feature back again.
Well, with Ether...
Also, I don't know how it works on y'all's radios, but on this one, if you hit it's got an RX button on the Ether voice channel, so all that stuff we were messing with, you can also do on the receive side to tailor your audio for your receive as well. So that makes it kind of interesting. I haven't messed with any of that side of it because everybody just sounds good coming through. I don't know that I need to, but it's definitely cool that you can.
I was going to say, Jeff, on Ether.
EQing and stuff built into Thetis as well, but I don't touch it because everybody sounds good just the way they are. I don't need to artificially color it to make it sound good.
Yeah, Jeff, real quick on Ether, you don't go through that flex proxy crap. You have to you connect directly to the radio, as far as I'm aware. It bypasses all of that flex stuff.
Are you sure about that, Ryan? Do you have to use the smart SDR to connect to the radio still?
Nope. I just click the Ether button and off we go. I haven't touched smart SDR months now.
Oh man, that's bitching.
Yeah, so
We've had in the past, man, is when they had issues with their lookup server, and it was almost a week. And boy, there was a mountain of hate and discontent going on for Flex, because people that, I paid tens of thousands of dollars to have this radio installed so I could contest, and now I can't get to my radio, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Cry me a river.
Alright, I changed my poopy panties.
Welcome back, Arter.
Sorry, I stunk up the room, but it seems to be much more better, I think, according to the waterfall here. And I'm running a little hot on the microphone. Let me turn that down. Test, 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 test. There we go. Much better.
I was just about to say you sound a little crunchy. K5 BLS, and I will be right back.
And real quick, Steve, yeah, man, I wouldn't waste money on that Aura. It's a cool platform for 10 grand. I would go down exactly 8600 Mercury Lux. I wouldn't get the Mercury and automatic antenna tuner. That antenna tuner is not the best. It doesn't have memories. I would look at an auto tuner, Pulsar auto tuner instead. But that is a much more robust station than just buying the Aura, the Flexed Aura. That's that 500 watt built-in amplifier. I think that's the POF you're going down is a much better POF. N6 MUD San Diego. And good evening, Randy, KK7 TV.
Randy's here?
He's in chat. Randy, are you radioactive? Chime in, man, if you're on RF. If not, that's cool. But yeah, he's in chat.
Hey, Randy. It's Potato Head James, Idaho, WS7K. Miss you, dude.
There, I have transmitted my first post on the n7mud.com. Just a screen or a picture of the screen here for the Ether on the Flex 6400.
Well, that looks pretty, man. Nice background there.
Yeah, I can't take credit for taking that photo. That was one of the photos they took on that Artemis mission, and boy, that's a picture, right? The moon and the Earth back there, and that's a real picture. It makes that just so incredible.
What's a good word, gentlemen? N6 HPJ.
Hey, Mike, how's it going? Been a while, man.
Yeah, and I'm kind of busy, and I'm doing a lot of this Omis net. Have you heard of them?
Negative. What type of net is that?
It's a work all state net. I'm trying to get that 250 confirmed contacts on QRZ for that America 250 award, so I've been hitting those quite a bit lately. I'm like 2/3 of the way done.
Yeah, so is that a lot of 20 meter stuff, or are you doing it on 40, or what bands are you doing that on?
I do 40 all the time. They also have an 80 meter net. I don't know if they have any other bands. I have to check their website, but I'm usually on and doing that kind of stuff in the early evening, so 20 meters is usually shut down lately by then.
Yeah, copy that. Well, hey, man, whatever it takes to have fun out there. I'm kind of curious, how close are you? Did you get to 250, or are you almost there?
Well, is this MUD, by the way?
Yeah, and 6 MUD. By the way, we're live streaming on YouTube.
Oh, okay, fine business. Okay, so let me check, because I just made a bunch of contacts tonight. So I go to awards, click on my current call sign. I scroll down to 250 anniversary, and I have 181 contacts out of 250. And I made like 20 contacts in the last 2 or 3 days, so I've been hitting it hard.
Oh, good deal, man. Yeah, those QRZ contests, they come up, those badges are pretty, and those awards are pretty cool. So I'm sure you get there soon, probably in a few days, and there you go, man. Another badge of honor to your QRZ page.
Yeah, I think probably about a month, 6 weeks. So that is interesting, because the other awards are always available, but this one is only available this year. And then I saw that the ARRL had a America 250 award, but it's all 50 states in 1 year. Now that's tough, because I just did that for 2025 and 2026. And there were some states like Wisconsin and Rhode Island and Maine that took me forever to get. So I don't know if I can get that award. That's going to be a tough one.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, Randy, good evening. Hey, man, thanks for joining us on the air. How's it going?
Good, everything's great here. Thank you.
Sounding loud, man, as usual, out of Arizona.
Arizonia. And James.
Hey, dude, it's been a while. I think like a month or so. Sounding good. You're like 30 over.
Thank you. You're very strong here, too.
You finally have an amp that's worth a damn.
Which one?
Got the Mercury Light battery powered.
That's a very nice amp, you know.
Yeah, what's nice about it, it's half the size of the radio.
Light as a feather. Works great. How's you popping, Mom?
Oh, they're good. Scott's going to be out here, I think on Sunday afternoon. He'll stay for a week, check things out. They got a house about maybe half an hour north of me.
Oh, wonderful. Is he bringing Mom?
Well, no, it's really smoky and really bad air quality, AQI, so she can't deal with that. She's got to wait till it becomes a little bit more crystal clear, but maybe in like the fall or Thanksgiving, something like that.
Excellent. Well, that's wonderful. You give him my love if I don't speak with him.
Oh, you'll speak with him. Just show up here sometime next week, and he'll be sitting in this seat.
I love it. Oh, to the other gentleman, working all states or something?
Yeah, this is Mike, November 6th Hotel Bravo Juliet. Who's this?
Mike Randy here, KK7 Tango Victor. Is that an award you're trying to earn on QRZ?
Yeah, excuse me. I'm trying to get the America 250 award, which is 250 United States confirmed contacts on QRZ. They'll all have to be different stations or different bands. I'm working for that right now.
Well, let me bring up QRZ and let me log you in.
Okay, you're 5'9" here. What do you got me at?
5'9", you sound great. Well, what is your call sign again?
Call sign is November 6th, Hotel Bravo Juliet, Homebrew Junk. I'm up here in Northern California.
Michael Arsenis.
That's me.
The alleged perpetrator.
That's me.
You're 1013 in front of your radio.
Well, so I work in Oakland, so we don't use 10 codes. We use 9 codes.
918-101, living next door.
I know some of the 10 codes because I used to be a paramedic.
That's wonderful. Look at you. Great pictures. All right, let me log you in.
Right on. I appreciate that.
KK7 Tango Victor, so you could reciprocate. Randy in Arizona when you bring it up. 7164.
Yeah, I already got you in. Every time I talk to a station, I love the QRZ call book. It's so convenient, and you can modify what shows when you click on your own call book. So I can if I worked someone and I click on them, I could see like all the other times they worked them and all the notes I took and everything. It's so convenient.
That is great. Well, good for you. I think I have everything. I have all the awards that they have so far, unless they have a new one now.
I don't think you got the 250. Oh, you do have the 250 award. Nice job.
Yeah, I have all 18 of them. I have 324 countries worked, and I would love to get a few more, but I think they're going to change the rules now where they just can't get some of those.
Well, do you do, so for me, I use the QRZ awards just for fun, like, hey, look at me, but I really like the ARRL stuff, so I just got the ARRL worked all states. So, I've been a ham since 1982, but I took a break for several years, and I got back into it in 2000. I had an apartment with a small antenna and all. Then I moved to a condo I bought. Anyway, I moved up, retired, and moved up here to some property. I got 21 acres, and now I got property to put antennas up, and I got an amp. So I've been really hitting it hard the last year.
Well, that's wonderful. Congratulations. That's so much fun.
Well, enjoy, my friend.
Yeah, thanks. I like the Logbook of the World. That's for the ARRL. You're probably familiar with it. It's good because you don't have to send your QSL cards in and risk getting them lost. So you just, if you match with another station, you get credit. So I'm trying to slowly get my DXCC.
Hey, Mike, I'll give you another one. November 7 radio, Mike Kilo.
Okay, November 7 radio, Mike Kilo. That's Ryan. Let me see. We talked in May 14th. Got you the logbook, May 14th.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. I didn't look it up. I just figured I'd give you the shot. So there you go.
Oh, I need it though, because you never confirmed it. So if you want to put me in today, that's perfect.
Yeah, that'll work. I'll go ahead and do it right now.
You got a good signal. You're like 20 over.
You happen to have...
Yeah, you're doing good too. You're 10, probably 15 over here as well into Fernley, Nevada.
Who's that, Nevada?
Oh, I'm in Fernley, Nevada.
Oh, okay, Ryan. I heard another station come in there underneath you.
Oh, it's me, Idaho James. You happen to have Idaho already?
I have worked off states already, but I need 250 U.S. contacts. So as long as we haven't talked together on the same band this year, I need confirmation. It's very helpful, sir.
Yeah. First off, what's your number? Where are you at? And then look up Whiskey Sugar 7 Kilo. See if we've already worked. I don't think we have.
Whiskey Sugar 7 Kilo. All right, let's see. James and Meridian. And we have not worked. And I think, I'll give you my number in a second. By the way, you're 5'9", James.
Very nice. Yeah, you're about 20 over S9 on some peaks. And give me your call one more time.
Yeah, the call is November 6, Hotel Bravo Juliet, N6 HBJ. And I'm looking at awards right now. And I have 100, what am I doing here? I have 182 out of 250 entities, and I'm getting a couple more from you guys tonight, so I'm happy. Kilo Bravo 7 Charlie Uniform Whiskey. You're a little bit down. You're about a 5 and 4. What was that, sir? Hey, copy the 5'9". Thanks. Hey, I feel like I'm running the net here, but this is great. The name is Mike. I'm in Northern California, close to the Oregon border. Hey, Dave. Thanks, 73. And this is N6 HBJ, and I don't want to hog the frequency from everybody. I just was popping in to say hello, so I don't want to turn it into a DX net.
Hey, you know what I find somewhat annoying on this QRZ thing is when you look up somebody's call and you're looking at their page, and you click on log this call right up at the top right there. It brings up the logbook, but it does not retain their call sign. You can type it in all over again. That's always bothered me.
No, okay, it shouldn't do that. Like, if you look up a call sign and it says log a new contact with, and you click on that call sign, it should have everything pre-filled except for the frequency and all, you know, whatever else you want to put, the power level and the RST, but it should have the other person's call sign there.
Well, I'll have to play around with it. It might be a Firefox fluke for all I know, but yep, I got you in there. So yeah, good luck on that. It shouldn't take you too long to reach 250.
Yeah, okay, I appreciate it. Thanks so much, and thanks for everybody helping out here. This is N6HBJ up in Carlotta, California.
On the QSL net. No, I'm just kidding. You know, I'm going to say that, in my opinion, it's no big deal, because at least you're doing it with a voice instead of, you know, sitting there on FT8 saying, "Oh, look what I did," versus, you know, no, actually look what your computer did. So at least you're doing it, in my opinion, the right way.
Oh yeah, I have zero interest in FT8. I mean, if someone wants, I think it's good for Beacon, right, to see if check if propagation's open. That's what my friend used it for. But I think as far as the awards, they should have a separate category for that, because it's almost effortless, and you're not really doing anything. But hey, you mentioned that, and it turns into a big squabble. So I just do it the old school way, phone and a little bit of CW, getting back into that. I started in radio and Swiss CB radio in the 1970s when it became really popular after Convoy came out, and I discovered shortwave listening, and then, you know, my friends in CB got their ham license, so I had to get mine too. So it's been a long journey. I just kind of have a lot of nostalgia for the old days.
Too much problem with FT8 other than like when people claim that they've done something, because I'll do it as well. You know, if I'm bored and sitting in the other room and fire up the computer and just mess with it for a little bit, no big deal. But yeah, anyhow. All right, let's go around the room. Who's all still here? N7 RMK.
Is Smitty back yet?
I'm not sure there, but good luck, Mike, on that. Hopefully you'll get to that 250 quickly.
Yeah, appreciate it. I think I'm pretty confident I'll get to it. I don't think I'll make. I just discovered that new ARRL 250 award where it's worked all states. Started August, so I don't know. I'll have to really work hard at that, because there's some states over there on the East Coast that it's just really hard to get them, and it's only got a few months left. But it's fun. It's fun. Nobody's going to see my awards on myself. Just something to add to the man cave. N6 HBJ.
I think we should try and twist the QRZ's hand and do a version of these contests where you got to be running 6 wide. So it only counts if you're running 6 wide. Imagine how long that would take.
Yeah, I don't know.
It'd take you like a week just to get 5 contacts.
Yeah, I mean, it would take you years to get all states, right?
Yeah, because nobody, it'd be hard to find anybody.
You'd be better off with AM.
Well, this hobby has been really good to me. I was a nerdy kid when I got into it. You know, I just retired a year and a half ago, and I'm still a nerdy kid at heart.
Here's a requirement. In order to participate in a contest, you have to prove that you've used your radio 15 to 20 other days throughout the year that you weren't contesting.
There goes 99%.
I'm not a contester, but I'll tell you what, I do like him, because that's my opportunity to grab a lot of contacts, including DX.
Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Contests are fun. I've done them, like whatnot. But you know, there's guys out there that have never turned on their ham radio except for contest weekend. They've never gotten out there and just sat back and had conversations with people.
Oh, some guys, like my friend, he passed away, unfortunately, but he was he's big, and all he did was DX. That's all he cared about. I mean, he may have rag tube once in a while, but he was just DX. That's all he wanted to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when you first get into the hobby and get your general license, contesting days are fun, because you wanna be heard around the world. But after at least for me, after I've done it for a couple years, you kind of get old, and then you just kind of like, at least for me, it fades away. But then again, maybe you get up a new antenna, or maybe get a beam or something, and whenever you make a change like that to your station, then all of a sudden now you want to participate in the contest because now you've got a decent antenna and maybe people can hear you. So, there's all those aspects of the hobby that everyone gets to enjoy.
I tell you why I don't do contests is because I have to get up and go to the bathroom too often. I have too many breaks. Yeah, I'll just enjoy making the. What I like is the people that do POTA. A lot of people are annoyed by it. Oh, POTA. I think it's kind of cool because to me it's kind of like people are challenging themselves. Kind of like in the early days in amateur radio when, they don't have a lot of power and their station is marginal and they're trying to, make contacts. I think that's pretty cool. So I like getting contacts with those guys. That's a good quick contact that you want to add to your tally.
I gotta try camping one day. Throw the brick in a backpack and bring one of these batteries and a laptop.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty fun actually. I just don't camp much.
That's kind of what got me back into the hobby. Was during COVID, I got a 705 and I wanted to get in shape, so I started exercising and figured out I'll just climb some mountains and operate QRP. But that lasted about, 6 months. And then I decided, life is too short for QRP.
Brought you back in though, that's pretty good.
Well, my whole thing for wanting to go up to the mountains with just take the 7300 and go up there with a wire strung out, 100 watts. I want to experience what a negative noise floor is. Like, there's nothing here but receiver noise. That's it. I want to see what that's like.
Yeah, that's why I like going out to the desert on my Land Cruiser with my mobile station. Exactly for that. Fall asleep at night on my rooftop tent with zero noise and wake up to Europe rolling in, calling CQ at 3 in the morning.
My friend has he's in Nevada, which used to be a small town, but now it's kind of a suburb or semi-small town in Marin County. And he has a loop, 10 through 80 meter loop, or maybe a 10 through 160, I forgot, but his noise level is so low, it's like almost nothing. Those loops are really good at that.
I'm back, boys. I'm sorry. I had a phone call.
Who's back?
Randy's back. I had a phone call. I'm sorry.
That's all right. We as long as you're breathing.
Oh, thank God I'm breathing great. I had some heart problems, and they fixed me up, and I've been working out and feeling great. Lost a lot of weight. I'm kicking it.
Got a nice shack, Randy. Look at that. Those pictures. You got the console there.
Sure, I love ham radio.
That's not a console, that's a battle station.
Hey, you know what I added recently is the GMRS space station setup with, mobile rig. It's kind of a growing thing. Like, some guys are treating it like a hobby. But being in a rural community, we just finally set up our first. My buddies set it up at the ham up on the mountain at the club repeater, a GMRS repeater, and it's got really wide county-wide coverage. So I'm trying to get people in the community interested in it because there's no cell service out here, and like we get floods and the rain and the roads washed out and all that. So it'd be nice to have.
Hey, Randy, how well am I showing up to you tonight?
Wonderful, 5.9 plus.
Very nice.
Same here.
What are you running now?
Got that new G2E anon and that Mercury Light antenna's kind of laughable. It's about a 20 foot. It's being liberal. It's one more like 18 foot tall dipole.
Wow. It's working great. I mean, you want to hear something laughable. 14 yards of concrete with 1,200 pounds of rebar. That's laughable.
Yeah, that can be.
Hey, James, I'm in the same boat. I'm just on a dipole at about 25 feet, so it works.
Working great.
Yeah, it's working good. You're almost to 30, Ryan.
Yeah, I think we've got a pipeline because you're always right there about 20 over.
Yeah, you're 20 over to me, and I'm a 10 through 40 meter off-center fed dipole and NVIS configuration. The apex is only about 28 feet. So.
Let me see if I hear myself on here. It's live streaming now, correct?
Oh yeah, Randy, you're live streaming about 4-second delay.
All right, excellent.
MED, that's on, if I remember, it's on your YouTube channel.
Copy that. Or just go to my website, n6mud.com, and you can check it out there too. There's, for anyone that wants, there's live chat on that website too. Much better chat than YouTube.
I think I listened once on YouTube, and the people were like, what is this? They were like, who are these people talking?
Yeah, that's why if you go to n6mud.com, the chat, everyone's got their call sign, so you know who's typing. Because in YouTube, there's different handles in that, and when someone makes a comment, you don't know what call sign that is or who that is, right?
Yeah, who knows? They're probably, half of them probably aren't even hams. They just found it by accident.
Yeah. So anyway, we got most of the chatting is going on in, on the .coms and mud.com site. So, but you check it out there, Mike. And there's some other stuff there too. There's my Whisper stuff. I do Whisper every night. Got a map around the world of all the pings that I get. So yeah, it's a fun little place to check out once in a while.
Yeah, I'm listening right now.
Yeah, Michael, you're an advanced class operator.
Don't you hate when you listen to your own voice?
Oh, that's so rare nowadays to be advanced.
Wait, you mean to have an advanced call?
Oh, yeah, you are advanced license, which is, you can't get one anymore.
No, I'm a dying breed, and I'm not going to upgrade either.
Well, you can't go under 14,175 on 20 meters. I don't know what the restrictions here are, 125 or something.
Geez, I think I got full privileges on 40 meters. Let me look really quick. Yeah, I have full privileges except for the CW portion. 7 to 7.025. I missed that little DX window.
Good, but yeah, I was in advance for a while.
Well, I got my code up to about 18 words a minute, and then I kind of dropped off, and I just kind of got away from ham radio. This was in, it was probably the late 80s. I started having a career and girlfriend and all that, and I actually said, man, you know what, this is boring. I sold all my equipment through HRO on consignment, and I said, I'm going to keep my call sign, because one day when I'm an older guy, I'll get back into it, because I felt like I didn't have anything in common with people back then. So in 2000, I think I was 30, how old was I in 2000? I was more size. 35 years old, I got back into it in 2000, and I haven't looked back.
Who else is on frequency with us? Who else is on frequency with him?
Idaho James.
James, I know James.
Got N6RRV, who's listening to the stream. He can't transmit, but Scotty, we can move up to general if you want, but we can QSY up if you want to chat on RF there, Scott.
That'd be great.
I think he just needs to memorize some questions and get his extra.
That's Smitty. Just said that.
No, Nate, if you're talking about me, no, this is Ryan.
Hi, Ryan. I knew there was somebody else here. Ryan, what's your call sign?
November 7, Radio Mike Kilo. November 7, radios, microphones, and kilowatts.
Got it, Ryan Roger.
Roger, roger.
14 awards.
Yeah. I want more, but at the same time,
Kids kicking it good. Flex guy.
Yeah, running the Flex here on the Ether SDR.
Oh, which one are you running? The 6 series or the 8 series?
6400.
You really got to sound them beautiful. You know, Flexes are very hard to get to sound good. You got that one kicking.
It's a software.
Maybe, but I mean...
Yeah, it's all the software. Well, I mean, it's RE27ND going into a little Scarlett Solo to get it into the computer, so that's the DAC, and then it's running the Ether SDR audio processing that's built into the Ether SDR, which I hear that's all about to get an upgrade and an improvement, so it'll be even better if I can figure out what to do. Jeff came over and worked his magic, and here we go.
That's wonderful. Are you guys hearing that little popping on him sometime?
Yeah, I think it's, I don't know, it might be Ether, who knows, but wait for the next version.
Anyway, no, that sounds great. Now, it's very hard to make the 6000 sound beautiful, and yours sounds great.
I have a comment for you, Randy. I need to be your doctor here and have you bend over and tell me why you have a 60-cycle hum.
I do?
Yeah, your noise gate cuts it out when you stop talking, but Craig, am I crazy on that?
Yeah, Randy, I think it's just your AC. You've got AC running, right?
I do, but usually it doesn't pick it up, don't it?
Well, when you're 25 over, it picks it up.
On?
When you're 25 over, it picks it up.
Don't see it being transmitted, yeah. The AC is on.
Oh, thank God. Okay, this is not gear related.
Well, hopefully it's not. I mean, I have the Avalon and the
take a pause. You can
and the Omnia. Those are the only two things I have in line, and I use a 2496 as a noise gate. But
trying to get it to drive the radio.
Yeah, the AC is running. When it shuts down, we'll do another test.
Maybe it's clipping. Hello, how's it going right now? How's it doing? N7 RMK, Fernley, Nevada.
Ooh, that was such a good double, but Randy crushed you. Sorry, Ryan. Yeah, it has like intermittent pops, but not like the typical flex bubbles that we hear on other users.
Yeah, so our friend there, Steve, he's the one who's making the adjustments. He did a pull request for Ether. I think he said, Steve, comment in chat, but did you say you may have fixed this issue that you're hearing in Ryan's audio? You fixed it. You just have to get the code integrated back into Ether. Is that right? By the way, Randy, so Ether is the open source version of software that that people can now run on Flex.
Before, and I did turn some stuff up last night. I just turned it down a little bit from where I turned it up on the levels. So maybe I was clipping. I don't know. Hard to say. Anyway, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna have a complex that I don't sound good.
It's okay.
Oh, it sounds great for a Flex. Sounds great for anything, actually.
Submit to you all that Ryan has the best sounding Flex I've ever heard.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Most of the flexes have trouble with the A to D converter. Something in there. It really gives it a hashy sort of digitized sound, and you do not have that one iota.
Yeah, it's a combing filter, Randy. Something about that smart SDR software, or whatever they call it, the stock software. It adds in the audio chain, a combing filter.
That's right. It was something like that. Absolutely.
Well, gents, I'm gonna head to the living room on the recliner, watch a little TV. Nice to meet some of you guys. First time I chatted with you, and thanks for the additional confirmations in the logbook. You guys have a good night from N6 HPJ.
See you later, HPJ.
Catch you later, Mike. Have a good evening.
There goes Mike.
Yeah, have a good evening, Mike. 7377 RMK.
Mike, nice to meet you, and congratulations on such a nice place.
Thank you. Roger. Good night, guys.
So I'm reading here in the chat.
Because I don't hear any pops at all now.
Oh, well, that was Mike, not me. But anyhow, I'm reading here in the chat that it says there was an edge case bug, whatever that means. But anyway, talking about it being a stereo situation and not knowing why Flex even does stereo. So just AD8SA, just so we are on the same page. I'm not running into the audio of the Flex. I'm doing it all through the PC. So not using the jack on the back of the radio at all, if that makes a difference.
A quick check, James. I think the AC is off. Is it gone?
Yeah. It's gone. You're clean.
Yeah, I thought I got rid of that.
And real quick, Randy, I do notice a tad bit of RF, a little echo or something going on your signal when you're loud, when you're like 15, 20 over.
Really? Yeah, that's coming from my speakers.
Okay, right. I mean, it doesn't sound bad. It's just critical. If I'm listening to you and you're strong and I've got my headphones on, I can hear it.
Yeah,
he knows what he steps into when he comes on frequency.
It's crazy. I use a mixer on the other end. I use a mixer for all actually just 4 radios here to feed the KRK studio monitors. And gosh darn it, whenever I run the Anon, I always get a feedback. I get talkback. And I've tried everything to get rid of it. But, yeah, that's where it's coming from.
Let's see, I don't listen to myself, but this right here, we could throw a little bit of echo in there. Or maybe a lot. I don't know, that's probably a lot. Holy crap, that was a lot.
I have I have one of the reverb pieces, you know, the 3000 or something, but I pulled it out of line. But yeah, I can hear the talkback, boys. That's the talkback from my speakers. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. I just wasn't sure if you're aware of it. So it sounds like you know what's going on. So
make it work here. Watch.
Yeah, James, here what I was playing with. There's the
all right, there we are. Now you really hear it, don't you?
On your TX, you can make it really, really wet.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
I had that installed.
Well, you know what?
A few months ago, playing with
it does sound kind of.
It was impressive back then, that audio stick.
I don't have any RF in my audio, do I, boy?
Go get.
I don't have any RF in my audio, do I?
I didn't hear it that time, but that was a short transmission.
Well, you know what? I had the volume up on the mixer. I just turned it all the way down now, so I shouldn't have that.
Could you give me like a ping pong effect, like boop boop boop?
Well, you want me to say that?
I want you to say it just like I did.
Boop boop boop.
It's sort of there.
yeah, that's RF.
I'm getting RF in there.
Randy, listen. Just go to the stream and play it back, and you'll hear it. And it's not the beep 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 when you did that. It's not the feedback coming through your speakers. I think it's RF.
Hey guys, I hate to interrupt that, but you guys got to look in the chat. That 88SA's shack picture there. I'm jealous. In fact, I think I'm just going to sell everything I own because that's beautiful.
That's crazy.
In my opinion.
Nice job. Is that a real photo or was that AI generated?
That looks real to me.
Oh, it's fake?
No, that looks real.
What's his call?
Delta 8 Sierra Alpha.
Randy, go to n6mud.com and check out the chat. There's a photo there.
I mean, it's not only obviously professional audio, it's professionally lit. Look at that. I mean, that's amazing.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, just look at the stream. I have the photo up. Just look at the YouTube stream right now. I've got the photo up, but this is the photo of Steve's shack. He's back East Coast, but he joins us on the stream, and he's the guy who's making the coding changes to Ether.
Okay. Let me go down and look at the chat. I'm on your chat now. So what am I looking at?
If you're not scrolled down to the bottom, maybe it doesn't do it on your browser, but scroll all the way down to the bottom.
I am here. It says N6MUD Shack.
Bottom of the chat window, I'm sorry. His chat window should be at the front top of the page itself, and then in the chat window, scroll to the bottom.
I am in the the chat window itself. Okay, I'm sorry. I was scrolling through everything there. Is that the one? Don't you think I'm... Oh, there he is, A88. Okay, cool.
Yeah, click on the image and it'll blow it up bigger.
Very nice. Those focals are very nice. He has some nice stuff. Very nice.
It's all symmetrical, like balance, right? Everything's perfectly laid out.
Very nice.
That's the kind of gear that your son would use.
Excuse me?
Your son is in that studio business deal. He's probably very familiar with what that is.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he is. He has some other stuff. He just... I mean, he gave me the Avalon, but, I could hear the RF voice. Yeah, we might have rain. It might be raining outside here, darn it.
What?
Oh, RF injects with rain?
Light rain, then that's why. I'm getting RF. My son's doing... He just bought a Ferrari.
Holy smokes, with these gas prices? Man, oh man.
Yeah, he loves it. That's fun. It's really nice. Fun to see him.
Which model did he get?
He went to the Ferrari dealer. They wouldn't sell him a new one, but he likes the older one anyway. Because he didn't have a track record. They're very funny about that crap. So he got one from them anyway. He had a really nice one there.
Tosh, I think it's called.
A 360 or something. The rear engine. Really, it's got a F1 transmission and it's black with a tan interior. It's really beautiful. It's fast as lightning. Oh my gosh. And now, of course, they invited him back to buy a new one.
Have you seen those Countach? I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's from the 80s.
Betcha, that's what it's called.
No
Lamborghini.
No one knows.
Lamborghini Countach.
Countach is Lamborghini.
Oh, there's a bunch of posters. I think one of them with
I got my models on.
Farrah Fawcett or something. Women in front of the Countach. They have a brand new one that just came out. Let me go see if it's raining outside, because I don't usually have RF in my signal.
So how does rain inject RF? What's going on there?
And some thunderstorms.
Well, I have a Yagi up in the sky, and the rain could, the loading coils, everything.
Okay, roger that.
I'm a Yagi. Plus, it's down a little bit. You know, it's down for the monsoon season. It's down at about usually it's about 87 feet up, and it's probably down now at about 67.
It says here 95% chance of lightning in a half an hour.
In my house?
You're in Cave Creek still, right?
Sir.
No, that's what it says.
It's raining outside. That's what it is, boy. God, it's raining.
So I'm kind of curious. If you look at your SWR, is it flinching at all, or is it pretty stable? Because mine kind of goes all over the place when it gets wet, my ladder line.
The HF Auto. Let me rotate the antenna towards you. Let me, it's at about 25 degrees. I'm going to bring it over to 330. All right, did that change anything?
You sound like you're in a stadium.
Oh, thank you very much for coming today. Babe Ruth did somebody did Lou Gehrig or Babe Ruth. A great video of a great, audio track of him saying thank you, and you can hear thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I have something I'll show you in the chat about Babe Ruth. Hold up.
I'm raining outside, boys. I'll be back in a sec, and I will stay at the chat.
Hello, radio.
And good evening, KI7V. Randy, it's been a while. Good to hear you, at least on chat.
Smitty, you're gonna get jealous, but you gotta do it. You gotta look into the chat and check out I can't remember his call now, 88S or whatever, his shack. Oh my goodness.
I thought I was going to find another photograph. Oh my lord! Yeah, that's gorgeous. That is phenomenally gorgeous. Let me know what those near-field monitors are. Those are a thing of beauty.
Oh, focal.
And click on the photo, Smitty, make it bigger.
That's what you said.
Focal is known for their speaker. For their raw speaker.
I run focals in my truck, actually. They're fantastic speakers.
Yeah, I think they're French, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah, but I believe they're called Focal.
Oh, Focal. Excuse me. Tomato?
I used to sell them. We were told they were called Focal because Focal is not nearly as fancy, but man, they make a good sounding speaker for your car and for your house. And yeah, they like them. They're proud of them. They're expensive, but man, they sound good.
No, wait a second. So then this is not the same brand?
I think it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's all Focal.
Okay, all right. So when we go to Target tomorrow, we're going to call it Target.
There you go. It sounds classier if you call it Target, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I'm going to go to Target.
So, yeah, that picture, that's just ham radio porn right there. That's just that I see that and I'm like, yes, that's what I want.
It really is.
And nice. Is that your picture there, James? Babe Ruth?
Roger, on the topic of...
Oh, KI7V. Are you on frequency, KI7V? I see you in chat.
Wow, look at that. Babe Ruth, a baseball.
Yeah, that's from my late grandfather. He passed away last year. That's one of the hirelings.
Well, I got a question for you. The hand that's holding that baseball makes the baseball look like it's a marble.
That's because it is. It's a mini baseball they handed out to the American Legion state runner-ups and champions.
Oh, thank you for clarifying that, because I said, oh my God, whose day is that? What's his name holding a baseball?
If that was to scale, I'd be like Andre the Giant.
I was trying to think of his name, darn it. I'm going to go see if there's rain outside. I'll be right back, bro.
Yeah, just rotate the antenna back and forth, shake the water off like a dog does.
There you go.
So, Smitty, did you bring enough for everybody, or what, bud?
Well, I got snookered. Snookered? No. I don't know what adjective to use there. I got in the car and my wife's like, hey, can we make a quick stop at Kohl's? I got some Amazon things I need to return. Oh, yeah, no problem. I'm thinking in, out, right? We go in. The Amazon return counter is closed for the night. But the sign says, go to the register. Okay, fine. We go to the register. And we're in line. There's one checker. And the lady in front of us is buying the entire store. And then she decides to apply for a Kohl's credit card. And we sat there for probably 5, maybe 10 minutes. And then finally somebody else came up and we got out of there. But it was easily a nice long trip to Kohl's. And then we went to Froyo. That was crazy busy. And what I thought was going to be a little half an hour away ended up being pretty much a full hour.
Well, that's a real bummer. What am I hearing? Can you guys hear that?
Rain is happening. It's giving him a stadium effect on his audio.
Wait, what was that?
Randy's here, or at least he was a minute ago. He'll be back. He's checking for rain. Apparently a lightning storm is about ready to hit there, and it's giving him some type of weird RF stadium effect.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, Ryan, I heard that too. Just somebody out there in the distance, a jammer. I just ignore him.
Well, that guy's way out in the distance. He's like S3.
Yeah, the rule I learned about amateur radio is you don't feed the trolls.
Especially when your AGC fixes that problem.
Absolutely. Boy, I'll tell you, NR4, you've changed my world. Adjusted properly, NR4 is the bee's knees, man.
Oh, man, I discovered that on Ether last night, and it's on right now, and oh my goodness, what an amazing button to be able to push.
This is
well, you both were equally strong to me, so I kind of caught most of that.
I wasn't stronger than Ryan.
I don't know. I wasn't looking at the signal meter.
Sit in the corner, Ryan.
That's
who invited him?
We're going to have a shootout.
Shootout. No, it's not raining anymore. It was 0.09 inches.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, just a touch for now. But it's coming, like you said. All right, I exercised some of my switches. Is that better?
You sound pretty good.
All right, I just don't like that RF stuff.
NR4's on right now.
Thank God, you spent a year trying to get the RF out of your shack with all the audio stuff.
Well, when
We're getting
throw another $500 a ferrite at it.
I was just going to say...
I don't know if there's anything I could do. You know what happens, though? You leave all the switches and everything all in the same spot. I mean, they're all sealed in the Avalon. And, I mean, it's kind of interesting. I could bypass the... I just shut the 2496 off. Is that better?
A little bit more.
I have no gate on now, just regular stuff. Is that a little better?
It sounds good. I don't know if it's better or even different.
All right, cool. No worries.
Hey, Smitty.
Yo.
So I discovered the NR4 button last night, and it's been on all night tonight, and I'm right there with you, buddy. That is the most amazing button ever on the RX.
I didn't like it when I originally tried it. In fact, I wasn't a fan at all. And then James kind of said, oh, here's what you got to do. You got to do this little tweak here. And he was absolutely right. And then set the AGC properly. That's part of it, too. Is you got to set that AGC correctly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, I was messing with it earlier when we first started, and you were just above the noise level. That's last night where you were just above my noise level, and I started tweaking with that, and I was like, oh, well, that's how we do it. And then tonight, getting it all dialed in with the big signals, and yeah.
I need to get the sound effect, and James, I need to get the sound effect. This is the way.
This is the way.
All right, for those on the stream, do you prefer NR4 on or off? I'm kind of curious.
You remind me again here, Krager. You run the stream bareback, right?
Yeah, copy that. So right now I turned to NR4 on. I'm kind of curious if people will like it better or not. I mean, I like it better, but obviously I'm not sure if anyone else out there how it comes across on the stream. It may come across as too robotic. I'm not really sure how people will think of NR4 on the stream.
Getting so much of Randy's lightning in my receiver that I need to turn it on.
Amen. Me too. We're getting it here too. Randy's lightning.
So I don't know how it works because, I mean, I'm not cerebral at all like that, but it seems like it's kind of got its own little algorithm that it kind of listens and learns and figures it out on its own. It's like when you first turn it on, it kind of sounds funky, but it changes and learns and figures it out, and then it sounds great.
Let's see, I'm looking at a comment here in the chat. A Lynx, is it a Hilo or a Hilo mastering ADAC DAC? It's a really fancy, ultra-transparent version of a Focusrite Scarlett. Oh, okay, I had a Focusrite Scarlett for a while. I gotta be honest, I didn't like it all that much, and it was more of a driver issue for me. The drivers, at least at the time with what Windows I was running, they just weren't great, and I was finding issues keeping it running without a reboot, and that's no fun.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm running is the current Gen 4 Scarlett Solo. That's what my DAC into the radio is.
That's right. I couldn't remember who's running one. Oh, come on in. It's okay. Hold on one second. The XYL's in here. Stand by.
Why is my internet cutting in and out, Smitty?
Yeah, Smitty, my favorite show. I can't see it anymore. It's buffering all the time. What's going on?
I'm sorry about that, Stan. No, that was not it. That was not it, actually, at all. But I was worried.
And how can she possibly be an XYL if she's still there?
Good question. I don't know how that works. XYL is correct for a wife, right? You're connected, right? But I hate it. My wife goes, I don't like being called the X.
Yeah, exactly. Most don't. That's why it's just a YL when you want to keep them happy.
Some of the old timers put the word X in front of it for some reason.
Interesting.
Well, they probably didn't like their wives and were trying to get rid of them.
No ball and chain.
Smitty's favorite hobbies.
Oh, what's that? Playing with his ball and chain?
No, his wife's ball and chain. She has on him.
No. She doesn't have one of those. She's got a special little box that she carries around in her purse. I'm not going to tell you what's in the box, but you can use your imagination. It's amateur radio. This is
like
family
3
time.
padlocks on it.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of them. It hasn't been opened in a while.
Oh, no, it's after 9 p.m. You can PG-13 it.
You know what I love? Excuse me, I got to get some water. I love my YL. We've been married quite a while. Been together for quite a while. And at any rate, I'm getting all choked up.
Aww. That's what happens with ball and chain.
How long have you been married, James?
Oh, I've been married more than a decade. I don't know if I can count that high. 12 years. 12 years.
Oh, there you go. You've been married quite some time. You've fallen into the husband and dad role quite nicely at this point.
Yeah, I'm very smoothly married. I'm a simple guy, and my wife is way smarter than me. I can't pull any shit on her. She sees right through it, and even has a time machine to correct me if I let one slip through.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Smith.
Catch you later, Randy. KI7V out in Arizona. Have a good evening. Thanks for stopping by there.
That's Randy, right?
Yeah, Randy. It is KI7V out in Salome. You've talked to him before, right, Randy?
I think so. I don't hear him this evening. Is he on chat only?
Yeah, he's got a lot of lightning. That's probably where that storm's at. So he unplugged his antenna this evening. Yeah, but he's on chat.
Okay, cool.
Randy, I've been there, my friend. Might as well be smart and keep all your equipment nice and crisp.
I just went behind everything, and I just unplugged, plugged, made everything tight, rotated everything in place, and I think I got rid of some of the noise.
I don't hear any echo.
Nah, that buzz is still there every once in a while. It just, because I hear it because it just rattles the subs on the speakers here.
Well, that's the air conditioning came back on again.
Yeah, so Randy, there's no more RF in your signal. I do hear that AC, but yeah, the RF is all gone, and you were 25 over in that last one.
Yep. And you know, I could tell it's gone too because it's really quiet. So that's something I haven't done in a while. I unplugged, plugged in. You know, I got a bunch of I got a deoxit with the hypodermic needle on it, and I put it on everything, and it works great. I just haven't done it in a while. So.
Hey, Smitty, you need to put your deox in a needle and squirt it inside that preamp of yours.
I don't hear any talk back on the rockets either. Here, let me shut off the gate. Wait. There we go.
It's funny, you really can't hear that AC.
Oh boy, that's a big signal, huh?
It's pretty damn big.
I was putting out here. Wait a second. It's putting out 277 watts when I don't speak.
You are rattling my subwoofer.
The headphones. You said 300 watts?
277 watts without the noise gate on.
Wow, ridiculous.
What's wrong? All right, I got it back on now. The ultra curve come back on again. Oh, sorry about that, boys. I thought I addressed that. I got a feeling it's the gain of the condenser microphone. You know, it picks up everything.
Big difference with NR4 on and off.
I try to get it as low as I can. Well, you know what? It's probably my fault. Stand by. Okay, is that better?
Just sit here if you don't mind.
Is that better? I just adjusted something.
It sounds much better.
Oh my gosh, I had the mic gain and the compressor. Oh, jeez, I had stuff on that I shouldn't have on. I'm so sorry. This should be much better, no?
It is much better.
No more hum.
Really better.
Hey, Randy,
was
cool
probably DXing. Usually I don't use the Anon for DXing. Usually I use this for bedroom radio.
Randy, I have a homework assignment for you.
Go ahead, sir.
When in your free time, there is a guy that made an Orban Optimod and Texar Prism emulator. It runs on the browser, but you could feed your computer audio through it, so like music, your voice, your mic, whatever. Look up hamradiostudio.com/Optimod, and I think you'll be amazed at what a guy did in the browser.
Oh.
Hey, Smitty, never mind that text I just sent you. I figured it out.
Roger.
Did you get ham radio?
That's hamradiostudio.com/Optimod.
Tell you what, with all these different VSTs out there, stereo tools and everything like that, I've gotten it to sound close to an Optimod, but I don't know that I've ever gotten that Orban sparkle out of any of those things.
No, it's one of a kind. I'm close with Breakaway here, which is effectively an Omnia number 9. But, yeah, they do something with that top end that's very special.
Smitty, you were over 20 over on that last one.
You're 30.
Oh, man. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you for the flowers.
No,
Smitty is out there?
Yeah, you're talking to him. I'm right here.
I said hello, Smitty, and you didn't come back to me.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Well, maybe your Vox cut you off. I didn't hear it, but howdy, sir.
Howdy doody. No, I don't have a Vox. I could run the Vox on this, but no, I turned down the mic and the compression. I had it on the GUI. I had it up, boys. I don't know why. I had 3 dB of mic gain and 2 dB compression, and I think that was bringing up all the noise. The AC is on. You boys don't hear it anymore, do you?
it's
Negative.
Cleaner.
It's got way cleaner. I'm sorry about that. All right, here we go.
I forgive you.
Man, you guys were talking to Jim last week about his new woman in his life, et cetera, and ham radio and this and that. And it reminded me of a Vox story that me and my wife. Don't play with your ham radio when it's in the bedroom and leave it on Vox.
Oh, man. I had that happen once with a phone call. It was back in the flip phone, the Nokia days, where there was no cover or anything and physical buttons. I may have called somebody, at the wrong time to call somebody. Oops.
Yeah, you'll get that on them big jobs. Yeah, I hadn't done Vox before. I was messing with it, and then she comes into the bedroom, and it was that time of the night. And, oh boy! So we get done, and we're laying there, and the radio's still on. It was one of those moments, and she's like, "Are they talking about us?"
Was it repeater or HF?
Oh, HF. It was 40 meters all over the West Coast. 80 meters.
Oh, did you get any advice or compliments?
No, I got told to go turn that effing radio off, and we didn't get to hear the rest of the peanut gallery because I was in trouble.
Well, they could have always moved frequency. It's strange why they kept around.
Perverts.
Yeah, I don't know why they stayed there. What's up with that? It was their fault, not mine. That's right. I feel better.
Did you at least ID?
No, but she did several times.
Gave him Smitty's ID.
I was on the wrong VFO working a de-expedition a few times.
I actually do that probably, I would say, once a month. I'm terrible at that. Using the wrong pedal or the wrong VFO or trying to say hi to you guys and talking on the local repeater all the time.
This is, in front of a, I mean, a lot of, once you're in the DX world, everybody knows you. And Randy, you're on the wrong VFO.
Yeah, microphone discipline becomes very important. Like in the work truck, I've got my CB radio that talks to everybody around me, and then we've got the ham radio that only talks to the 4 guys that I want to talk to at work, and because we're all hams. So you have to be real careful not to grab the wrong microphone when you're talking smack about somebody else around you.
All right, guys, I need to test something out. Don't mind me for a second. Here we go. This is for James. Stand by. There will be 3 in a row.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way. This is the way. This is the way. This is the way.
Oh, whoops. That was looping.
I like the female. The female works.
Dude, I vote for the chant.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Does it sound smooth on the air?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect level.
This is the way.
I kind of liked this is the way in the form of one of us. One of us.
It was on a loop there. This is what it should sound like.
This is the way.
I've got a question, boy.
Yeah, go ahead.
There is a whole setup page now for audio. Before recording.
There is. Yes, there is. That's actually
and
not what I'm using.
Well, let me see. Audio. Here it is. Recording. Okay. Would somebody go to that page with me? Go to General. No, go to audio, then recording. Tell me what you have down there.
No, don't. Smitty's tech support job ended much earlier today. Don't throw that at me there, James.
Sir, you're on call.
It's a little tricky to get used to, Randy. It's a little tough. Well, I would say it's not that user-friendly to get the audio tracks, but it's that voice. Oh, now you're going to make me go into Thetis here. Hold on. It's that, here we go. It's the voice record play, and it's a little tricky, but play with it. You want to pick your slot. So obviously add it to one of your containers. Once it's added, select it. You'll get, obviously, the properties for it. And then once you're there, in the kind of the lower right, you'll see like a slot number. So you pick your slot, give it a name, and then there's like 3 little dots there, and you click those and grab the audio file that's associated with that, and then you save. And then make sure to switch to the next slot number before you try to load another track in, or you'll just overwrite. But it's a little tricky. Once you get the roll, the rhythm, you'll get it.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about setting up the levels, the bit rates, the options, the sample rate when recording RX audio or the IQ, the TX gain, that page.
I had that all wrong. Yeah, I had that messed up.
Oh, that's okay, brother. I appreciate it.
Literally, Randy, don't change any of that. Leave it at default.
Yeah, Randy.
To default, because I changed some stuff.
Oh, gosh. Well, all right. I'll send a screenshot to you.
Just open up. Just tell me. It's a piece of cake. There's just about 8 or 9 things that I touched.
There's so many options on here. 0 TX gain is a big one. Leave that at 0. Mono playback at 6. You want to disable the TX, disable the comp, disable CFC, disable phase rotation, disable the leveler. That's a big one too. I think that's all that counts there.
It's about options. Playback causes MOX, enable MON.
So that section, you want to have the first 3 check marks.
Excellent. The mono playback gain is 6 dB.
Yeah, that's right. What did you do? Did you open it and just like scribble the mouse everywhere?
Yeah, I said, what the hell? Okay, when RX recording, I use the RX audio. When TX recording, I use mic audio, correct?
Be firm.
And what sample rate do you run?
Again, default 48,000.
Got it. Then the bit rate is the 32-bit IE floats. It says preferred.
That's right.
Right, cool. And the input gain I have at 1, output gain at 1.
Yep, that's good.
Record both channels is checked, and the recording devices, the MME is the default Windows sound mapper.
Yeah, that's like the global Windows operating system sound device, so that should work with anything that's on your box there. So yeah.
Cool, all right, cool. That's all I needed. All right, I did not mess with that. Good. Thank you. That's all I needed, Smitty.
From the chat here, KR4. What is that? KZX. That's it. That's a nice little picture there. I don't remember those. I really don't, but I do remember shooting on 35 millimeter. Well, everybody is sounding
shot 35
delightful tonight.
Since high school photography class.
Do you have to go and develop them in the black room or the dark room?
Oh yeah, that was the cool part. We did all of our own developing and our own printing right there in the dark room. That was fun.
That's a pretty cool property, man.
Well, it's also when you kind of discovered what you could do optically with different chemicals and different exposure times and framing things differently with... I loved it, man. I took photography in college, and I shot 35 millimeter probably up until the early 2000s. I loved it. I remember my wedding was shot on 35 millimeter, and that was 2002. And she had a digital camera as well, like a digital Canon, like one of the first ones. And she shot maybe like 2 or 3 dozen photos. And to this day, they do not look as good. Oh, there's the processor. Did you guys hear that?
So Smitty, you should do what Randy just did. Get your deaux, put it in a syringe, and inject it into that preamp.
That is a brilliant idea, and I'm going to. Did you just buy a syringe there, Randy, and then you loaded it with deoxit, or is there a attachment to a deoxit can? What did you do? I missed it.
I have a little thing that holds a few ounces. It's plastic, and I have a screw-on tiny little thing about 4 inches long or 3 inches long. That's like a hypodermic needle, and that's what I squeeze on to all the stuff. It's actually sold like.
Yeah, Craig, I think I have to hit it from the front, because I've hit it from the back. Oh boy, never mind. I've sprayed deoxidant from the back of the switch, and that did absolutely nothing. So obviously I got to hit it from the front.
What I do is I put it
you
on
probably
a
should just
connector.
try to hit it with a wiffle ball bat. So
I know the reference. Sick reference, dude.
Put it on all the connector.
Spray the whole thing. Open up the case and just spray it all over.
See, the thing is, I've done that, but I can't get to the front of that switch without taking off. Okay, I got lazy, guys. I did not take off the front panel. That's one thing I didn't do. I opened it. I went in it. I sprayed from the back, and I thought that was going to be fine, but clearly no.
If you pop the knob off,
Off,
and you go between the shaft and the round thing that holds it, you'll be able to get some juice in there.
God, I have the mind of a child. I'm so sorry.
Smitty, when you spray that deoxit or whatever, get a compressed air can and further spray it so it really gets up in there.
I did that the other night, actually, and it's lasted for maybe 4 or 5 days, so it's better. But no, unfortunately, that hasn't done it. But I did try that. It's one of those little. It's a button. It's not a pot, so I can't take anything off. I can't pull it off. It's in the front plate. So if I'm going to do it right, I've got to remove the front plate, really.
you know, if you can't take them off, you can always just pull them off to the side. That's in a hurry.
Oh my God, Ryan. My God.
What's nice about the Avalon
is having a great time with this conversation. It really, truly is.
What's interesting about the Avalon are all the high-end stuff. They're all sealed. The switches, everything is sealed.
Did we put on the stream that this is not safe for children? I'm just wondering.
Oh yeah, this stream is not not child appropriate. That's for sure.
I gotta check out 11 o'clock here. I'm getting tired. I still have to fit in a TV show. There's new Reacher. I don't know if anybody's into Reacher, but I certainly am here. Great show. I'm gonna go watch that, see what it's about. But you all take care. Randy, Brian, Craig, Smitty. I'll be on tomorrow. WS7K.
Wait a second. Is it Reacher with the Allen guy?
Have a good one. We'll catch you later. And 7RMK.
Oh yeah, it's the new season for Reacher.
Yeah, new season is out, Randy.
What's it on? What format?
Well, I wouldn't know because, as everybody else here knows, I get all my content on the high seas.
Yeah, because I have Amazon, I have HBO, I have all Netflix.
I'm sure you have access to it. If you got a smart TV, just use the voice search. It'll tell you what network it's on.
Okay,
cool. James.
73's enjoy. Give my best to you, Pop and Mom.
Hey, James, real quick here before you go away, real quick here, James. I just want to say 7-3 and one more time.
This is the way.
This is the way. Till tomorrow. See ya.
Catch you later, James.
You know, we were talking about photography. I'm changing the subject back to that. Last week, you guys were talking about the tangibles of being able to hold media in your hand, cassette tapes, looking at the artwork and the sleeve and reading the things that the band wanted you to read and finding the little trinkets inside of there, the little surprises that they'd hide, Easter eggs, I guess they'd call them, that they'd hide inside of the sleeve and whatnot, whatever. And it's the same with photography. When's the last time you held a photograph in your hand? It's a much different experience than looking at it on a screen, and it's a shame that it's been lost.
I found that Reacher is on Prime Video.
Yeah, I heard you in there. Yeah, Prime Video, that's what I thought. Yeah, Prime Video for Reacher.
I'm radio for Brian.
That
I
reminds
really
me,
enjoyed
guys.
it, boys. I'm going to shut down. Thank you for helping me get rid of the RF in my signal.
You got it. That's what we're here for, brother.
Appreciate that. And always, if you hear something, please always mention it.
Catch you later, Randy. Have a good evening. Hey, man, thanks for stopping by. Good to hear you on the air this evening.
I heard everybody. So, you know what? All your signals are so clear. 3 guys could talk at once. I could hear all 3 conversations perfectly.
You don't get that.
Oh, what was that?
Shit.
Deox time.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, that is definitely a bad connection.
Just got to finger it a second here. There we go. Okay, I fingered it. Now it'll be fine for an hour or 2, and then I got to finger it again.
Yep, it's breaking down. The points are breaking down. What's nice about the deoxide, it actually puts it adds some stuff to the metal.
Yeah, I went on Amazon, and I know you want to clear, so I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep you, but I found on Amazon, it's like $30 though, so it's a little pricey, but it's this little container of deoxit, and then it's got not a nipple, but like a syringe type pointer thingy. And so I think I might get some of that and just jam it in.
That's what I use, and it'll last you 20 years, I promise.
All right, we'll give it a shot. Thanks for the tip.
Use it all the time on every single connector, everything. Maybe once every 6 months. And then I rotate them in place, all those. I pull it in and out real quick. And of course, all the RF stuff is good. All right, boys, have a wonderful evening. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for letting me in.
You as well, Randy. 7-3, man. Good to hear you.
Thank you.
7-3.
3's every.
I can't remember which one of you had suggested it, but I did download 2 seasons of Silo. I don't know, Craig, are you watching Silo, or was that? I think it was James. I think that might have tipped me off on it.
Yeah, I started watching Silo. I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but the first couple episodes I saw was pretty good.
What's the premise, real quick? I think I'm going to watch episode number 1 tonight.
Yeah, 80. Yeah, Steve says Silo was. Steve said. I guess Steve said too. But yeah, Silo's awesome. The premise is they're like in this world where they're living in a big silo, and they have to do certain things to try and protect themselves.
Interesting. All right, and by the way, Steve, 528E has reached its end of life. Yeah, you're right, it has. This thing's on life support right now. I mean, it works fine, right, guys? It is literally one switch. I just need to pull it out of the rack or stick a syringe in there, whatever it takes, man, and just get it in the hole. That's it. Ryan, get your head out of the gutter.
I didn't say nothing.
You wanted to.
Oh, I wanted to. My finger was going for the space bar, and I was like, no, don't do it.
Craig, I'm looking at your screen right now. I just happened to look over. Is that like an Orban knockoff? I just saw like what looked like Orban DSP, but it wasn't.
Oh, check out that link in chat. K4IBC put a link in. I just clicked on it, and this is what you get. This, so that's what I was looking at, the encoder.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, nice. He really, at first glance, looked like Orban. I was kind of not paying any attention. I'm like, whoa, was that a Orban on a card? But no.
You know, Smitty, you weren't here, and after what's his name put up that post of that incredibly beautiful setup he's got there. Before that, I had posted a picture of the screen, so that everybody could see what the Ether SDR looked like. So if you didn't see that, you scroll back up through, and you can see what I look at when I'm talking to you fine folks.
Tell you what, man, we're getting close to Ether supporting a Thetis, or a Thenon, and when that happens, that'll definitely be interesting. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, they're already doing something. I can't remember what it was. I read it yesterday or day before. And yeah, it's just in the entry level phases because they're definitely focusing on the flex right now. But yeah, once this gets out to everything, it's going to be interesting to see which one ends up being the clear winner. I think what you guys are working with already is probably far and above what the Ether is, but it'll be cool. It's always nice to have competition.
So the latest on Ether. Ether now supports the Hermes Lite 2 and out of all radios, the ICOM 705. So I have an ICOM 705, and when I get some time, I am going to download Ether and see what it does to that ICOM. I mean, it's brick-walled at 3 kilohertz or 2.9, but I'm kind of curious as to what it'll do to that ICOM 705. So maybe this weekend I'll give that a go.
Tell you what, man, if that opens it up and you actually can transmit 6K, holy cow, man, that's pretty cool. But my expectations are low.
Yeah, all ICOMs, that's a firmware thing, and so far many have tried, but no one succeeded in hacking that ICOM firmware to open it up. And the minute someone does that, Smitty, all of a sudden, the shelf life for an ICOM will be dramatically extended many, many years.
All right, two things. Ryan, I finally looked at your screenshot here, and that's pretty impressive. I like that. That's really good looking. I love the signal meter. I love the S meter. I love the filter, the way it shows. It's cool, man. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, and then I chose that background picture from, because you can put whatever you want up there, obviously, same like you guys can, but I just really, when I saw that picture the first time, that's off the Artemis mission, when they went to the moon, and I saw that picture for the first time and was just like, oh my god, that's, wow. So yeah, that was my obvious choice. And when I'm talking, and obviously the waterfall's red, and it's the fire. But when I'm talking, the way and listening, the way the signal goes up, it's blues and greens and purples. It looks a lot like the Northern Lights. So it's kind of a whole space theme going on here.
Man, I got to say, the one thing I'll give to the developer of Thetis is that while the user interface in general, like, it's kind of clunky at times and it's not perfect by any stretch, it does give you the ability to use Nikes. Sorry, we'll keep trying here. See, I didn't even touch it. I just cleared.
And Ryan, check out Steve's latest picture on the chat there. That's his desktop for Ether. It looks pretty cool.
All right, I'm
using the 3D option. I'm not a fan of the 3D, but yeah, it's got that option as well. And Smitty, come on, figure your stuff out over there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna invest in another mic processor. This is just too annoying. I'd like to be able to pull this out and work on it and actually really give it some time.
Maybe KD8MKG can ship you his one he got.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Appreciate you buying that. You can gift it to me. My birthday's coming up soon. I'll be 50.
But I'm kind of curious, Ryan. Check out those slider controls on the right for all that noise stuff. I think that's all new. Those little controls on the right for demo noise.
Oh, here we go. A Wheatstone Vorsys M1. Oh, it's got a lot. It's whiz bang, man. That's got a lot of bells and features and things there, and it outputs native AES, so true digital output.
Oh yeah, that demo noise. Obviously I don't have any of that yet. It sounds like maybe on Sunday. I got to put a picture of my camera bag in here, I guess. Talk about dated. Mine's not quite that dated, but my camera's old.
I still shoot in a 40D, a Canon 40D, and that's pretty darn old. Everything still looks beautiful, I gotta say, on it. I mean, with those cameras, really, so much of it is optics, your lenses and everything like that, and then the way you shoot. And if you're using proper depth of field and exposures and everything like that, I mean, a trained eye obviously is going to see the difference, but you wouldn't know if I'm shooting on a 40D. You'd think I was probably shooting on the most top digital SLR out there.
Yeah, I mean, the mirrorless are the top of the line, but Smitty, I still have an old SLR, and that thing works great. The Nikon D700. It's a real nice professional full frame camera, and that thing is rock solid. And if you talk to a lot of professionals, they actually prefer the quality of that camera. But the only thing that sucks is the weight. It's way heavier than the mirrorless.
Yeah, mine is definitely chunky. She's a chunky girl. And when you get a chance, Craig, check out the Wheatstone Vorsys M1. Matter of fact, I'll put a link out there in the chat. See, look at that. This was $300. It's used, but boy, it looks pretty. Or you can just get another 528E. I mean, there's that.
Well, if you want to go digital, man, do something like that to get the Wheatstone, so you can do digital all the way from your preamp all the way through the chain, right, to the computer.
Roger. Yeah, it would definitely be worth the investment. Oh, let's see. K4 IBC, you've got an M1. How do you like it, man? I'm actually thinking about it to replace what's on the air right now. It's very clear and transparent, not too ballsy. Okay, I like that. I'll take that. I need to get one. Do you think 321 is a pretty respectable resale amount for it? I can hear the Jeopardy theme in my head. Yeah, it's 321 here. To me, it is too vanilla. Okay, well, define real quick. K4 IBC. Gosh, I wish you could come on the air with us and we could talk about this. It's too vanilla. Can you give me another adjective other than vanilla? And what's vanilla about it?
No bling, Smitty. It's probably all knobs, no display, right?
Yeah, all knobs, but it looks like there's software. Oh, talent control interface? What the hell is this? Oh, okay, interesting. Steve says, I would call it an anyone who sits here, NPR processor. Okay, interesting.
Oh, we don't need voodoo hair, do we?
You know what, this is one of those times where I wish I still worked in radio, because there's probably in some closet in Sacramento probably 10 of these things stacked up, and they just haven't sold them off or shipped them back to corporate or whatever. But I guarantee that there's just a stockpile of them somewhere.
Yeah, and all the new kids that work there look at them and have no idea what they are.
Exactly. And they're just going to sit there for the remainder of time, because of all the guys that took them out, or they'll just get scrapped and taken to e-waste. I heard from an engineer that took like 10 Orban 1101 cards and just e-wasted them. And I'm like, are you flipping crazy? Those cards are like $1,500 each. And you beat, though, and Steve, you probably agree with me, you can't beat $130 in excellent condition for a symmetric. So I might just grab another one. At least the good thing would be if I did that. It's not digital though. See, that's the thing. I like the idea of having a second 528E, because then I could just look at them and set them the same way and swap them out if I need to. But let's face it, how often do you swap out your preamp?
And real quick, persona management. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I know you're not a ham, but if you want to get into this, hang out more often, and we can help you out, help you how to study and pass your test to become an operator if you ever want to transmit on the radio. Have a good evening. N6MUD live streaming San Diego.
All right, yeah, persona management 6544, man. Thanks for stopping by, brother.
Wait, are you guys saying we have to have special licensing to be here?
Did you not renew?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm good to go. I just renewed my physical, so at least I'm healthy enough to drive a truck still.
How often do you have to do a medical to keep your class license to drive a rig?
Standard's 2 years. I've got sleep apnea, so I have to go every year.
Oh, man.
I swear, I just saw a picture of my camera bag the other day, and I thought it was here in my phone. I might have to look at Facebook. Maybe that's where it was. I can't for the life of me find the picture. I can find the pictures that I've taken of the camera with the big lens on it, but man.
Oh, this is kind of sexy here. I might actually like this one more. Air Tools. This is an Air Tools. What is it? An Air Tools Symmetric 2X AES digital voice processor preamp. No dials, no buttons on the front. Well, there's a couple buttons like power and a couple different buttons, but it's all kind of like the Orban, configured through the computer. Wow, Ryan, that's long.
Is that a 700?
Without the extender on it, that's 600 millimeters, and then I've got the 1.5 or whatever it is, tele extender or whatever that you go on there and make it out to about 900. Shooting birds and animals and stuffs and whatnots.
Yeah, I've got a Nikon. I think it's a zoom lens. I think it's a 500 or 600. I think it is. Thing weighs a ton though. It's a f2.8.
Oh yeah, I wish. This one's 5.6 to 6.3. I think it is. Throughout, it's 200 to 600. So yeah, but it's when you're shooting wildlife and stuff like that. I guess it would be nice for those early mornings to have that extra fast lens.
Got someone tuning up there? It'd be nice if they learned how to zero beat tune.
Zero beat tuning is so doggone easy too, or even use RIDI. That's better than a tone.
There we go, Smitty. I found it. Well, for everybody, I found it as soon as I opened Facebook. It was right there. I knew I'd just seen it. I bought that bag and said I'm never gonna need a bigger bag than this. No way ever. And yeah, well.
My first computer had a 40 megabyte hard drive, and I can still to this day remember, not 40 gig by the way, I said 40 megabytes. And I could still remember clear as day the guy saying, "You're never gonna need more than that."
Thing about photography, what I've learned is the camera bodies come and go, but a good lens, man, you keep that for a long time.
Well, also you want to kind of decide what model or whether you want to go Canon or Nikon or Sony or whatever, Pentax, whatever's still around really. But you have to kind of decide that, because once you buy good glass, and I have bought really good Canon glass. I've got a Canon Prime 50, nice Prime 50. And, I mean, it's not terribly versatile, but my God, does it take beautiful portraits. It's truly a quality lens.
Oh, yeah, good prime lenses are good, too.
Antenna with cameras and stuff and glass. So when you're looking at that bag, the camera is attached to a 70 to 200 2.8. And that's how gargantuan that big 200 to 600 is. I sit there next to it, but yeah, that's kind of funny.
And Craig, I saw you peeking at that picture. That's the configuration, the digital configuration panel for the Air Tools voice processor and preamp.
Yeah, did you see Steve's comment about from whatever that place is, Studio Connected LLC?
Oh no, let me go back and look. I had navigated away, but I'm going to come right back. By the way, this is Whiskey Bravo 1 Germany, Sacramento. Sorry, I got to get it right here. Sacratomatoes.
And good evening, John, W6WZZ. Definitely welcome here. And Roger, I'm being a general. From time to time, we do actually transmit up in the general portion. But hey, welcome aboard. Thanks for stopping by.
And hey, John, I've talked to you a bunch of times, brother. Good to have you. Shoot, man. Now you can hear the frustration in my voice, can't you, Craig? I was all, happy and whistling Dixie earlier tonight. And now I'm getting frustrated with this processor. At any rate, John, good to have you out here, brother. Good to see you, or see you in chat, I guess. We'll get back up to the general band soon. Don't you worry. Oh man, I'll tell you what hey John, or not John, Steve. That's just what I searched and I found that. But hearing your experience, dude, I take that to heart. I won't be buying from that guy.
Communications Museum in Seattle. I've never been. Have any of you guys been? Someone in chat's asking. Persona Management wants to know if any of us have checked out the museum in Seattle for communications.
Sounds awesome. I haven't, but it sounds wicked.
And John, come on to the chat at n6mud.com. Go to mycallsign.com and enter in your call sign and chat there. It's much easier to use than this YouTube chat.
Much more versatile as well.
And I second what SA said, or get your extra. Gentlemen, these are the fantastic nights us hams live for. Everybody's still dang near 20 over, and I just jinxed it, I know, but it's late, it's 10:30 almost. It's okay if it happens, but these are the nights that us hams live for.
Ain't that the truth, right? It's so damn loud for me tonight, and oh man, Craig, I'm looking at your screen. I'm still pounding it down there too. So, guys, I gotta check out though. I got an early morning. Oh, the joys. I'm supporting two of my reps now are on the East Coast, so I wake up to phone calls and a lot of work. Thankfully, though, the afternoons have smoothed out a little bit, but the mornings are been a little rough lately. So, Craig, chat, Ryan, TI7V, if you're still out there, Steve, thanks for the info on that crappy seller. I'm going to say 7:30 to you guys and head to go horizontal.
All right, Smitty. Thanks for the fun this evening, and I'm sure we'll do it again. Lots of activity this evening, lots of topics, lots of new people in chat, so good to hear everyone. And I'll keep the stream going a little bit longer. Ryan, are you going to hang out here a bit longer, or you must be tired if you work today?
No, I didn't work today, so I had last night on the radio, and then got the text this afternoon that it was a Smitty. Have a good night, 73s. Glad I finally got to be on the radio when you were on the radio. So no, I don't work tomorrow either, but I probably won't be on long, simply because staying up late really screws with the sleep cycles, and then inevitably I'll have to go in early on Friday. But yeah, anyway, Smitty, good evening, sir.
Hey guys, best to you both, right? Hey Ziggy, stop. Best to you both, man. 7:30 to you guys. I'll catch you tomorrow. Also, chat. I saw Tony out there and a few others. Tony, I'm recognizing you. Good to see you in chat tonight, man. We'll see you guys later. WB1G.
golly, he's still solid 20 over. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, I'll hang out for just a little bit longer, but if there's anybody else out there, please jump in. I know that I've definitely wore out the band tonight with my audio.
I think when you had the cliff, because you peaked at 20 over at that last transmission and kind of faded away, so we'll see here, Ryan, but I think maybe the cliff is coming. Yeah, if anyone else out there wants to jump in, now's the time. Go ahead. This is N6MUD live streaming on YouTube. And what am I looking at in this picture here, Steve? Your so your astrophotography. I never got into that. Did you ever get into that, Ryan, taking pictures of the stars and the planets and stuff?
So, funny story. I did photography when I was in high school and always had, a little shutterbug camera here and there. My mom would buy us little 110 film cameras when we go on vacation, stuff like that. I always loved taking pictures. And then, just kind of stopped doing it in school and life and girls and having babies, et cetera, et cetera. I never even got into photography again. I said to a photographer one time, I said, I've always wanted to hook a camera up to my telescope. I've got a really nice 10-inch telescope. And he says, well, if you really wanted to, you would. You'd just go buy a camera. So I did. I bought a used camera off of Craigslist, and never once did I hook it up to a telescope. I just started into photography, and never once did I hooked it up to the thing. So other than a couple of shots of the moon on the long lens or Jupiter on the long lens, I've never done the astrophotography thing. But one day I'm going to add that to the list of really expensive hobbies.
Yeah, the most I've done long exposure. So when we go out in the desert, Utah desert off-roading, we'd find a really cool dark campsite, and I'd set up my tripod and my just a really fast lens and do super long, super high ISO, super long, 1 or 2 minute exposures, and some amazing photos of the Milky Way. Down in Baja, we went down in Baja like 5 or 6 hours south in Baja, no lights anywhere, and I had a couple of incredible shots. I'll have to find it. I'll post them up here, but incredible shots of just more, Milky Way stars. I've never actually done the planet thing though. I've always just done the whole check out the Milky Way long exposure, and it's not hard to get into. It does require some tinkering, setting the camera right. High ISO, super long exposure, all of that, f/22, whatever. So it's just that type of stuff. But once you get it dialed in, it's pretty addicting.
Yeah, I've done the long exposure of the Milky Way and whatnot, stuff like that. And I've also done long exposure doing lightning at night around the Vegas area. A lot of pictures of that. And let's see, I've done a couple of comets. That I've done with just doing long exposure stuff. So, but no, I'd love to see who posted that. That was what is 88SA? What's his name? I'll have to write that down. But I'd love to see some of your there we go. The results. That stuff is just amazing to me, and the time that it takes to get those, because you're not only setting up and now it's got to run all night long, and then you got to get it in, and you got to stack all the images, and once they're all stacked, now you got to run them through and process everything, and I mean that's probably a month's worth of work right there.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal image. His name's Steve, and it's, I don't know, maybe you can explain it to me, Steve. 88SA is his call sign, but he goes by KD8MKG on somewhere else. So, but I think he's waiting for his vanity or something. But anyway, that's a cool shot. I love that whatever that's, not even a Milky Way. I'm not sure what that is, but it's just, I like the colors and the thousands of stars and all that stuff. Maybe some planets in the background there too.
Yeah, I've spent hours and hours and hours and hours sitting in the backyard looking through a telescope, but never did start into the astrophotography stuff.
Yeah, just another hobby, right? you can only have so many hobbies, Ryan, until you just run out of time. So, but it's cool though. Yeah, man, it's just always, always have a camera around, and you never know what you're gonna see. When I went to New Zealand, I took my camera and got quite a few cool shots of things, but nothing spectacular. My lens is so heavy that it's hard to take it hiking in that. So, anyway, I think you're set up there where you've got the long lens and you got that little brace or whatever it is that goes on the window, and you can kind of rest the lens on the window there. I think that's a cool setup you got going there.
Yeah, I don't get around all that great. I've got a bum knee. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'4", and I say a big fat guy, and you picture that in your head. Probably picture it about twice as big as what you're thinking. So that works out for me. I can pull up there in the truck, and I've actually got a little blind that I can set up over the window and stick the camera through it and all that stuff. But yeah, it works out pretty good. Go find some water or wherever and start taking pictures, or just go up to the mountains and driving around. And if you stop and look around, well, you go out there doing the overland thing and whatnot. If you stop and just sit there and wait, man, the forest will come alive, and you'll be able to see all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you know how it is, right? If you're I'm not sure if you can, but if you go camping, the golden hour, the sunrise and sunset. I know people don't like getting up early, man, but the sunrise on a good desert campsite, it can be amazing. Not only do you get a cool sunrise, but there's all types of animals come out and stuff. So same with the sunset, man. Golden hour is the way to do it.
Oh, absolutely. Here, I'll post a golden hour photo I just recently took out here at a local sanctuary.
That's right. Steve already told me about that call sign drama. That's an awesome photo there. Wow. How far away from the bird were you? What type of lens is that?
That was on the 600, and I'm pretty sure I was all the way out at 600 for that. That owl, I literally drove past that owl with the window down. I mean, he looked at me, I looked at him or her, but I drove past that owl within just a couple of feet, and that owl could have cared less that I was there. And because I started shooting it from the other side, which would have been into the sun, it was backlit, and I'm like, well, okay, I've got all I can get here. I'm gonna just slowly continue down the road and see if I can get past this guy. And he never moved, and so I got around to the other side and set up and was like, well, heck, if you're just gonna sit there and pose for me, I probably took 100, maybe 200 pictures of that thing.
Yeah, it's awesome. I've got some cool bird shots too. I'll have to bring out, find them. Let's take a look at and welcome W5LID. Hi, good evening. Roger on that. And so this is a whole nother thing, Ryan. Have you seen these AI, super AI Milky Way telescopes that they have out these days? There's some amazing things they're doing, and they're fairly cheap. That link that was just posted there. You can do some amazing things, man, these days with some of these digital AI telescopes.
Yeah, my roommate's got one of the dwarfs. I think it's a dwarf 2 maybe. And yeah, he's done some pretty cool stuff with that. Just tinkering around with it. It's definitely cool stuff.
Yeah. And we've got Northern Germany out there. Hey, good evening, Germany. Hey, thanks for stopping by and checking out the stream. I doubt you can hear us in Germany, but yeah, this ESSB wideband sideband 40-meter Agchu. It's 10:38 in the evening here in west coast of the United States.
I like that call sign, W5LID. There you go.
Yeah, W5LID. Are you a general, or can you transmit an extra? If so, welcome aboard. And go ahead and key up if you've got the ability to. Copy that, and copy that, Frank. DK4TX out of Germany. Frank, have a good morning, and stop by more often, man. If this is your morning routine, we'd love to have you on YouTube. Check the stream out. We stream out usually this time of the night, 4 or 5 times a week. So check us out, subscribe, and you'll get notified. But thanks for stopping by. All right, that station out there in the distance, try it one more time. Let me turn up my volume. All right, all I heard was Mike Hotel. Did you copy that call sign, Ryan?
Yeah, I sure did. He's low, but I got the whole thing. It's Kilo 7 Z Mike Hotel. And he's a stroke AE, so welcome to the extra class. Congratulations on the upgrade there. Okay, I didn't copy the name. I got the Tango Uniform Charlie, but middle of Washington. I'm not sure what you're right. You're right in my noise level. I mean, you're right there. I can just barely hear you coming through, and I'm gonna say that's the NR4 doing the work to even let me hear you. So, but yeah, you're out there. We're live streaming on YouTube, and also you can get to that on the n6mud.com. I don't know if he's copying you down there. He's in San Diego. I'm in Fernley, Nevada, which is just outside of Reno. But I hear you in there, and yeah, you should get your email on Thursday. I believe the upgrades come out on Thursday, so tomorrow morning when you wake up, it should be there, and you'll have your full call sign without having to do the AE. So, but that's cool. Yeah, right there in my noise level. Are you copying him at all, Craig?
I get every other word. He's right at my noise level. So, hey, welcome to the extra portion of the band. Congratulations on passing the exam. I know it's a tough exam, but you did it. So, yeah, you're going to have a lot of fun. So welcome aboard. And real quick here, what's the station? How many watts, and what's the antenna and the radio if you copy?
No, okay. Okay, yeah, Tuck, Tango Uniform Charlie Kilo. And you're in Yakima, Washington. Okay, so very good. And yeah, I'm outside of Reno. I'm about 30 miles east of Reno in a town called Fernley, Nevada, which is also high desert. So, but you're right there. My noise level is about an S8, and you're about an S8.1. So to tell you how you're sounding to me, that's about how it is. So good to hear you out there. Like I said, check out the n6mud.com. There's live stream and chat there. You can also catch us on YouTube. We're live streaming right now. Look up on YouTube. You look up the same call sign, N6MUD, and join in anytime. It's good to hear you out there. And I didn't catch what you were running for power, but I'm going to say you're probably QRP, because Washington, I should probably be able to hear you a little bit better even with 100 watts. So, but anyway, it's good hearing you out there, and enjoy your new privileges. You're going to find that that little extra bandwidth really does come in handy sometimes. So, Tuck, it was good meeting you out there. N7RMK on this end. Name's Ryan, Romeo Yankee, Alpha November. Alrighty, Tuck. Alright, yep, we copied that. You're on the FT710 and a homebrew off-center fed dipole, so 100 watts on a wire. Yeah, you're out there doing it. Well, take care, man. We'll catch you down the log. N7RMK. See ya.
All right, got some chat comments on YouTube chat here. Yeah, 40 meters, meh. I'm about the 160 meter. Yeah, well, most of us, at least in the West Coast, don't have space for a 160 meter antenna. But if I had the space, I'd probably check it out. I don't know what activities out there in 160, but hey, I'm sure there's a group of guys that like to rag chew and have fun. So it'd be kind of cool to bring ESSB to 160. What do you think, Brian? Or Ryan, sorry.
Yeah, I don't have room for 160. I've barely got enough room to. I can do 80. I've got an antenna that's on the fence line, and also the antenna that's in the air. They'll both tune up on 80, but 160 would not happen in this house anyway. Just don't have the backyard for it, which is a shame, because this winter it would be really cool if everybody had the room for 80. We could just move up to 80 and carry the conversations on what Ben does earlier. But I guess we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, I don't have the space for 80. I tried it, and it's just RFI everywhere. So I tried to do some compromise things on 80, and everything in my house lit up. My garage door went up and down. So 80's out of the question for me. But yeah, I just looked at the clock, man. It's already almost 11 o'clock. So I'm gonna probably pull the plug here pretty soon. If anyone else out there wants to get in, last call here on the stream. This is N6MUD San Diego. Yeah, the Delta station. Tough copy into San Diego.
Yeah, this is Kilo Delta 7 Delta Echo
KD7DEG. Tough copy. What's your location out there?
Yeah, in Oregon. Okay. Yeah, north of Pueblo, right now. All over going north of about 30 miles south of Portland, over.
Copy on 30 miles south of Portland. Tough copy. I don't know, Ryan. I'm not sure what the band's doing here. A lot of stations out of Washington and Oregon, and coming in a little weaker than usual. But maybe it's just the band conditions. But Ryan, did you copy the station there?
Yeah, the conditions are weird, because I've still got U20 over, and he was just over S9. So yeah, I had a good copy on him. 30 miles south of Portland. KD7DEG. This is N7RMK.
Yeah, where the hell? deal is, but anyway.
Well, he's down in San Diego, the other station there, Greg, and I'm in Fernley, Nevada, which is about 30 miles east of Reno. So I'm kind of in between the two of you. I'm also running, about 800 watts is what I got coming out tonight. And so, yeah, I'm kind of sitting in the middle here, so playing middleman. But I've got a fine copy on your solid S9. So what's the name on your end? Name here is Ryan, Romeo Yankee Alpha November. I think he bumped it. Now he's off frequency. Yeah, I think you bumped it off frequency there, Mark. But anyway, yeah. So I got you about an S9 coming in here. And Craig, are you still having a hard copy on him?
Yeah, he's right at my noise level.
Yeah, I just pick it up to 165. Anyway, you're 20 over, so not bad over.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the band's definitely being weird tonight then, because, yeah, I should be about the same back and forth to you. And like I said, Craig's down in San Diego, and I'm hearing him at 20 over as well. But anyway, we're out here just doing the ESSB wide audio. Looks like you're at your standard 3. And live stream on YouTube. Check out November 6, Mike Uniform Delta. That's n6mud.com. And he's not hearing you too well down there, but we live stream on YouTube. And we've also got a chat going. So if you get out there and want to play radio with us, we're out most nights down here in the Extra Band. So check out that website. And glad to hear you around.
Yeah, I'm a spook you guys, and you got a good signal, so if I can hear the other guys pretty good too, so hard to say. It's a little over 12 o'clock now, but I don't know. It's going to call it. Maybe it's not tuned up exactly where it should be, but don't do a lot of 40 minutes. Listen to you guys. Again, let's give it a try.
Yeah, copy that. So, alrighty, well, I'm just about ready to pull the plug. Anyway, we've been out here since about 7 o'clock this afternoon, or this evening, so it's definitely way past my normal bedtime. Just got lucky enough to have a couple days off, so I'm going to say 73s to you, Mark. It was good hearing you out there, and stop by anytime. We're usually around down here. Like I said, check out the n6mud.com. And Craig's not hearing you down there, so yeah, I guess I'm going to get out of here. So, Craig, we'll throw it back to you for one more before I go.
All right, Ryan. Hey, man, thanks for hanging out this evening. Good to hear you. You're loud still. You're 20 over. So if you want to play back to stream tomorrow, whatever, you'll hear yourself coming in super loud. Good, really good audio. Best audio I've heard of out of the Flex there. And thanks to Ether. So, and Steve on chat, 88SA. Hey, man, thanks for all the activity this evening. Thanks for all the chat and participation. We'll catch you maybe tomorrow night. And everyone out there on chat and on YouTube, we'll be ending the stream here, and we'll maybe bring it up again tomorrow. So have a good evening, everyone, from N6MUD in San Diego.
Alrighty, well, so have you heard that, whatever we were talking about earlier, it's not the bubbles, but it's something else. Have you heard that again in my audio since it's been back up around 20 over? Or I really want to know what that is, because it's going to make me just, I'm going to I'll be sitting here worrying about it, that I'm not sounding as good as I should. So anyway, hopefully you're not hearing that anymore.
No, I'm not hearing it, but if you want to listen to it yourself, I didn't think you're going to hear it. I definitely did hear something earlier in the evening, but you said you made some changes there. So anyway, but you're sounding great right now. So it's crystal clear. You're 15 to 20 over. A really clean audio. Like I say, man, it's the best sounding flex I've heard. So good job, you and Jeff, on figuring out Ether to make that thing play so well.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I think I might have just been clipping. I might have had it a little too hot. All right, man. Thanks for doing the website. Thanks for doing the live stream. And, of course, it's always great talking to you out here. Good conversations. And hopefully I'll go back to work on Friday. So maybe I'll see you guys Friday night and Saturday night if everybody's out here. N7 RMK 73s, Craig, and to all that are listening. See ya.
All right, catch you later, Ryan. Have a good evening from N6MUD, San Diego. Hey guys, I'm gonna kill the stream. Have a good evening, everyone, and maybe we'll catch you tomorrow.
N6MUD, K6GQ.
Yeah, real quick, K6, I think it was at G2.
Kilo 6 Golf, Quebec. I've just thrown up a new antenna. I just wondered, I'm up in Modesto. I believe you're in San Diego. Am I getting down there okay?
Oh yeah, K6GQ. Yeah, you're about 5 to 10 over 9 into San Diego. I'm running a 40-meter loop. I'm doing about 1,300 watts right now.
Roger that. Yeah, just one of these cheap Amazon end-fed half waves with 100 watts here. So first time I'm transmitting on it.
All right. Well, hey, it's sounding good. No RF and pretty good signal. What's the radio? What type of radio and how much power?
It's a Yaesu SE991A, HS and 2 meter, 70 centimeter, running 100 watts just now.
All right, not too shabby for 100 watts. I'm live streaming on YouTube. If you want to hear yourself, just open up N6MUD, my callsign.com, and you could click on the YouTube video there, and you could hear yourself. So anyway, I'm going to pull a plug. So have a good evening out there, and yeah, good luck on that antenna. Seems like it's working pretty good for you. N6MUD, San Diego.
Roger, thanks for that, N6MUD. I'll check out your website. Okay, 73, have a good night, K6GQ.
All right, 73 is N6MUD.
K6GQ, this is the Alpha 6 Romeo. You copy?
What was that, Alpha 6 Romeo?
Whiskey Alpha 6 Romeo.
All right, good night all.